What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
On a Saturday afternoon across the JAKIB Sports Network, it's Eastern University football. And this afternoon, the Eagles bring their 6-1 record south down the Blue Route and invade Leslie C. Quick Stadium down in Widener. And there's some historic seasons that the Widener Pride have enjoyed, and it'll be a big feat today for the Eagles to come in and follow up on last week's win over Misericordia and get a big win today over the Widener Pride. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into the JAKIB Sports Network, along with my partner, Warren Schmidt, and, of course, the coach, Bernie Nowatarski. I'm Joe Krause, set for football as the Eastern Eagles and the Widener Pride battle it out on a Saturday afternoon.
Krause, great to be back here at the Widener booth. As you said, legendary program, 2 national championships, 6 semifinals for the national championship, 14 appearances in the NCAA tournament, and 20 Mid-Atlantic Conference championships. It's a great program. This is one of those barometer games. We talk about it each week. Each week, Eastern has a barometer game of can they beat that team. They're 0-2 against this Widener team. Throw the records out today. This is their closest team that they play, just coming down to I-476. Going to be a big test for them. A game they should win, but they need to go out and win it on the field.
Coach, let's get you into the conversation. You've been amazed every week about something that Coach Crocker and this team has been able to do. What do you see so far going into or in the going into this game?
What I've seen so far is we haven't been taken out of our game plan, where we're taking other teams out of their game plan and doing things that they don't normally do. And looking at that 6-1 record, I mean, we're 2 seconds away from being 7-0 in a game that we controlled. The other 6 wins, we have beaten teams in every level of the division, upper, middle, and lower. So in my mind as a coach, it's now no longer can we beat a top team or are we going to beat a middle or lower team. If we go out and play football the way we play, we're going to win games. And don't worry anymore about necessarily who it's against anymore. I mean, these are all signature wins for this program. Again, it's like beating a dead horse. It's their 3rd year, and they're now a perennial, powerhouse in this division. So to me, it's no longer about who we're playing. It's what we are going to control. If we go out and play Eastern football, there's one thing that's guaranteed. We've proven we will be competitive against anybody. So I even throw that one out the window too. Being competitive isn't our goal anymore. The goal is to stay at the top of this division.
Great article in the Delaware County Times and the Delco Times about the success of this Eastern program and what head coach Billy Crocker has meant to Eastern. And as Coach B said, in a short 3-year period, and we've been there from the very beginning. I know Coach doesn't like to read headlines, but that's the reality, and that's the narrative now. When you're 6-1 and you play good football, you're going to start to get headlines. How you deal with those wins and how you catalog or compartmentalize and get on to the next game, I think has been part of what this has been so successful for this team.
And also to have players recognized in the MAC. Last week, Brett Knapp did not have an incomplete pass. MAC Offensive Player of the Week. Jason Bateman was tackling everybody but the water boy last week. Again, MAC Defensive Player of the Week. So they're not sneaking up on anybody. What I love about this team is they're not taking anyone lightly. Before the game, I talked to Don Franks and Dylan Weathers, the two tight ends, the Bash brothers that they call them here at Eastern. And I told them, hey, keep doing a great job. You guys really stood out on film last week. You guys are blocking everybody. I know you guys don't have any catches, but keep doing your jobs. They both said, I don't care if we don't win. I don't care if I don't catch any passes. I just want to win games. And that's the mentality of this Eastern football team.
I think the one thing they can't allow to settle in is complacency. You can't walk on a field and think they're going to roll over and let us do it. So you got to go out and play. And a stat jumped out at me. It's probably a long shot, but in the next two games, it's reachable. Brett Knapp could rush for 1,000 and throw for 1,000. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I've never been involved in a game doing this with you guys or playing where a quarterback went 13 for 13 in a game. To me, last week was the best offensive put together game that I've seen them play in 3 years.
And coach, high level throws too. I mean, way down the field. That Justin Nicolopoulos catch, that Isaiah Guy Bruton catch, that was not just a 10-yard dump off. Those were plays way down the field.
Yeah, we weren't throwing bubble screens.
Right, bubble screens where Brett had a really good game. Had a clean pocket from that offensive line. And last week, I just think coming in, again, I like that they're away. Last week was their furthest trip to go up to Misericordia. Just 2 buses go up. 2 buses came down I-476 for this game. I think this is good that they're away, especially in this setting with Widener, that they're 0-2, and hopefully after today they'll be 2-1.
I know I said it last week, but I want to just repeat it for this week, and I said it to you earlier. Chris Leader last week at number 64 in the O-line. You know, I watch the specials, the DBs and all that stuff. He made me watch the offensive line. That kid played his rear end off last week. He led Brett Knapp on so many of those plays. I mean, it was really an impressive performance in my mind.
And throw in Justin McNulty, the usual left guard. He's one of their best offensive linemen, then goes out to left tackle and did a great job. That whole offensive line did a great job. Alvin Carpenter, John Pettit, and Cody Green coming back from injury had a really good game. And that set the tone of a clean pocket for Brett.
I will say, too, I told you when we were talking earlier, I love it here. I think it's a neat setting. It's almost hard to believe you're in Philadelphia. I mean, I said you were 8 miles from the airport. You're surrounded by trees that are turning colors. You don't feel like you're in the city, but you are. And I told you I was recruited here in high school, and I didn't feel like it was a good fit, but I did get to run track here. But it's a neat setting, and what a historic program.
Well, there's a lot of great history here at Widener, and if you go back to 1973 and the NCAA catalog of records, you'll see the name Billy White Shoes Johnson, and you'll see what he put together here at Widener that led him being drafted in the 15th round and going on into the National Football League. And now tying it all together, bring it all together, number 25, wearing the white jerseys today and the garnet pants from California, Cujo Curtis Johnson, his uncle, Billy White Shoes Johnson. So a lot of meaning for that family who are in the building today, who are here at the stadium. Great story.
And Krause, I caught up with Cujo before the game. Curtis Johnson, one of our favorite players, had a touchdown pass last week to Isaiah Guy Bruton. Guess what? Guess who surprised him last night at his house? His dad. His dad also played here for a couple years until he joined the Marines. But for your dad to fly out from California to come see you play at this spot, wow, talk about the emotions being high for Curtis Johnson. I know he wants to have a big game. He's one of our favorite players to watch. But to Krause's points, Billy White Shoes Johnson, you mentioned that it's synonymous with Widener. I'm the national champion, so one of the best players, probably the best player to ever play here at Widener.
We're off to a good note. I'll tell you real quick. is what I like. We won the toss, deferred, so we'll be on defense first. We'll have the ball in the third quarter, and I like that start.
All right, we're going to pause for just a moment. We're going to celebrate our country with the playing of the national anthem. We'll be back here on the JAKIB Sports Network. Back in a moment.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
If you own a company and you're not producing a podcast, you're missing out. The public consumes messaging when they're ready. Join the professional podcast network of companies and let JAKIB Media Partners put you in the podcast arena. Come to our professional studio, or we'll come to your place of business and professionally produce your company podcast. Call JAKIB Media right now at 267-261-3428. 267-261-3428. And back here on the JAKIB Sports Network as we are getting ready for a college football game this afternoon. The Eastern Eagles come in to Widener. They bring in a record of 6-1, and the Widener Pride have handled the Eagles on their first 2 meetings in their first 2 years, including a game on the road at Eastern last year. And Eastern couldn't get going. Guys, if you remember that game, they couldn't get going at all in the first half. They ended up losing by a couple of touchdowns to Widener. This is a very different Eastern football team. Should be a good game this afternoon.
This is going to be a great game. And what I love about this game is this is a throw the record out game. Like, don't look at the records. Do not look at Widener's record. And who would have thought that Eastern would come here at 6-1 and Widener would be 3-4? But those are the records, right? But throw the records out. Eastern needs to take care of this on the field because this is a really big game for Eastern to get their first win against Widener.
It's the same cast of characters from last year, just way improved and way more disciplined.
John Nolik will kick it off for Eastern. He'll tee it up the 35. And we're set to play. We're set to begin. It's a Saturday afternoon of college football. Eastern and Widener about to kick off. Now Nolik's kick goes to just to the goal line. On the return for Widener, good coverage by Eastern and their special teams.
I don't know who got down there first, but whoever got there first forced the runner to go completely in a different direction.
Dean Herr was the return on the return for Widener. He comes up limping.
That was DeJuan Clark, number 57 for Eastern, getting down there. Great kick there by John Nolik, but great job by special teams of what you always want to do with those returners. Get them, stop moving north-south so the other guys can come in and make the tackle.
Number 12 is the quarterback. That's Caden Lazinski. First down and 10. He starts out of the gun, and he's going deep down the field, and he's got his man, and he crosses midfield down to the 45-yard line. Brandon Yoder on the end of that beautiful pass from Lazinski. It's a Pride first down right out of the box.
Every game has its ways. You got to take the first couple punches and get organized.
37 yards, strike to Yoder. It'll be first down and 10 from the Eastern 43-yard line. Left to right for the Pride. Their quarterback, he's in the gun. Standing on his own 49. First and 10. He's going to fire again. He's got him again at the 32-yard line, and then wiggles his way down to the 32 or down to the 30. Yoder again at the end of that pitch and catch. Another Widener first down.
Yeah, and Coach Crocker talked about it on the JAKIB coaches show this past Thursday that this quarterback's young, but he likes to throw the ball, and he's been coming out throwing last 2 downs.
Those are 2 wake-up plays.
Dunbar on the stop on that last pitch and catch. First down and 10 now from the Eastern 30. Snap again. He's going to fire. He's got out to Yoder. He's out of bounds down around the 20, close to the 25-yard line. As Lazinski's 3 for 3 on this drive, it'll bring up second down. They mark it at the Eastern 26-yard line. Second down. No pressure yet from the Eastern front, and quick releases by their quarterback.
You saw the DBs talking after that play. 15 went down the middle of the field untouched if the quarterback would have seen him.
Now second down. 2nd and 6 from the Eastern 26. Lazinski, the quarterback, he's in the gun. He's standing at the Eastern 31. He's going to throw again. Drops back. He's hit as he lets it go, and the football is well short, and good pressure that time for Eastern on defense. That's number 52, Freddie DiNardo, and DiNardo hit him just as the freshman let the football go to bring up third down.
Freddie's been one of those next guy ups. He's been having a really good season when he's getting those opportunities. That was a big play by him putting the pressure on the quarterback. This whole year, this defense has been a bend but don't break. This is a big third down stop here for this defense.
Yeah, and that was just a regular rush. There was no blitz.
Third down now and 6.
Now
Swing pass, and that is incomplete.
And when you're 3 and 4 at this spot right now, I think they're going to go for it.
Michael Turner was the running back who didn't really have a shot on that. Lazinski fired it to him out in the flat, and it goes incomplete. So the drive stops at the 26, and Widener will attempt the field goal.
And that's why I'm broadcasting, not coaching, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think the kicker was ready. He was all the way down here at the run almost 50 yards to get out there.
It's windy up here in the booth, but down in the field, there's the flag's barely moving. Now it started. Did we have too many P? 1, 2, 3.
Now Eastern takes a timeout before the snap. You may be right,
We
Coach.
only had 11. I counted 11.
Yeah, we had 11.
I don't know if Widener had 12.
Well, what caused Eastern took the timeout?
Well, we heard the coaches yelling up here about something. So
they were yelling 12. But.
Yeah, never a bad timeout in that instance, because you do not want you want to definitely force this field goal to try to have this kid hit this long field goal. And definitely was windy. The flag's swirling around a little bit.
Now
Definitely a swirling wind a little bit.
Looks like it's going right to left.
Fred Adler, number 19, in to attempt the field goal.
43 yarders, no gimme.
He'll hold, snap, and put it down at the 33, 43-yard attempt. Snap.
They're trying to get us to jump.
Down. Kick from Adler is up, and the kick is no good.
Kick is wide right.
So wide on the attempted field goal, and Eastern survives the opening drive from Widener, where they didn't put the ball on the ground. They slung it all around the field, and then they stall out in the Eastern 26.
But Eastern's defense is one of the best in the conference at stopping the run, right? So they tried to get the pass going. Good job from the defense. They let up a couple big chunk yardage plays, but again, they held on third down and then fourth down, forced a field goal, long field goal. Good job by the defense. Now the offense. Let's go down here and get this 7-0 right away.
All right, here we go. Nab in at quarterback. He's out of the gun. He'll stand at his own 21. First snap of the day. Fakes to Avrilian. Nab's going to fire himself, and he goes down the field. And what a great-looking catch that time. Johnson went up to get it and got it down at the 45-yard line. Devin Johnson down to the 45-yard line. First down, Eastern. Good shot from Nab.
Our receivers in the last 2-3 weeks are coming back for the ball or going to the highest point for it.
Is that the best friend of a quarterback? Devin Johnson, great play, adjusting his route to where Brett threw it. Great job. Great first down call there by Nate Hinkle. I love that first down call. Going down the seam there.
Now first down and 10. Nab out of the gun. He's standing on the W at midfield. Franks goes in motion. Avrilian in the backfield. The give is to Jeremiah. Avrilian off the right side. Maybe a yard. Hard sledding that time for Jeremiah. Call it second down.
We'll use his name quite a bit today.
Yeah, we had to give a couple people the correct pronunciation of Jeremiah Avrilian because they are going to be saying his name a lot. We love watching him play, right, Coach? I mean, he's just such one of those dynamic, running backs. Even for a no yard gain there, he's just always moving the pile forward.
Second down for Nab. It'll be second and 10 from the Widener 45. Franks in motion. Snap the Nab out of the gun. Here comes Jeremiah again, and he's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. 2 carries for Avrilian. Not much room up front as the Widener defense tightens up. It'll bring up third down. Avrilian may have lost a yard. No, he gains 1. So 3rd and 9 now for Eastern.
They've got 8 in the box.
Yep, they got 8 in the box. Now they bring in Chris Rivera. They got 4 receivers in right now. Rivera in the backfield. It'll be interesting to see what they do with him. Maybe swing him out, get him the ball in space.
Now Nab. Snap to Nab. He's going to throw. He's firing. He's got Nicolopoulos, but it's incomplete. Justin had some space, but falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. The drive's going to stall.
I like when, most teams come out their first drive, especially teams that have struggled during the year. That first drive is their big one. They're pumped up. They're ready to go. We got a nice stop. We moved the ball a little bit. We'll get organized and keep going here.
And
nice to pin them back.
Right, and a minimum, Coach, they flipped the field here.
Yep.
John Westfield's out here to punt.
Need a touch punt.
Good snap here by Sean McNamara.
Westfield in the punt. He'll stand at his 42-yard line. Snap, handled by Westfield and the kick. High, big boot inside the 10-yard line, right down around the 6-yard line. Fair catch, and that's where Widener will get their second possession deep in their own territory. They'll have a first down and 10.
So I know what Bernie's thinking right now. When you're a punt returner, you put your heels on the 10-yard line, and if it goes over your head, you let it go.
And that was a line drive.
Eastern's, good punt there by John Westfield is great. The
chances of that nut rolling in the end zone were slim. So thank you to the punt return.
Yeah, good job there by the punt unit. Good job by John Westfield.
So first down and 10. Lazinski, number 12, out of the gun. He's going to throw again. Same play. Down the field, and the pass intended for Yoder, but incomplete. Same play as the first shot. T.J. Alston on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll bring up second down.
And Bernie's pointing to his hip pocket. T.J. Alston was in his hip pocket. Great coverage there by T.J.
Stride for stride.
Stride for stride.
Forcing him to the sideline. The guy in the back didn't reach for his flag.
Yep. Always use that sideline as an extra defender, right, Coach?
It's second down and 10. Football on the Pride 8-yard line. 10 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Opening quarter. Second possession of the afternoon for Widener. The freshman quarterback out of the gun. Standing on the 3. He gets pressure. He fires to find an open seam out close to the line to gain. That's Yoder again, and he's got it. And they move the sticks. It's a first down.
It's a pretty gutsy formation to go empty on the 6. And they brought 15 back in just to see our adjustment. Good little 10-yard pass in the middle.
So first down and 10 from the 8 out to the 18. Left to right for the Pride. Lazinski, the quarterback, standing at his own 12. He's under pressure, and they got him.
Lazinski sacked By number 99,
Jamad Clack in there for Eastern, and a big sack for Eastern.
And they brought pressure there. Gashawn Moody, good job by Corey David, the defensive coordinator. You got to put a little pressure in this kid. I mean, he's getting that pocket. He's got a clean pocket right now. Great job with the defense, getting some pressure with a big sack there.
At this pace, if they're on the field, they might throw it 50 times. We haven't seen a run yet.
8:57 remaining, opening quarter.
You're running out of time on the play clock.
It's 2nd down and 18. Football back on the Pride 10-yard line following the sack. Now the snap. Now they run the football up the left side of the line. Not much there at all. A quick snap just to get it off and beat the play clock. Murphy in there on the stop for Eastern. It'll bring up 3rd down, gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 16.
I know you got to run the ball at some point, but I don't know about that.
You get Salif Nakeem and Nara Murphy, Clack, all those guys up there. I mean, this is a tough defense to run against, but great job. Huge play. You got these guys behind the sticks here, 3rd and long. Need to make a play here and force a punt.
8:08 remaining, first quarter, no score. 3rd down, 16 for the Pride.
Staying empty. They got to know where the sticks are.
Empty backfield. Lazinski. He's under pressure again. He's got to throw it short. Gets his man out the sticks. Well short of the first down. Andrew Campbell there for Eastern. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Perry was on the end of that short pitch and catch, but Lazinski was just bailing out.
Yep, great defensive plays there from the defense, forcing a 3-and-out after the offense had the punt. That's exactly what you drew it up. Justin Nicolopoulos back here. Hopefully
he might be a little
Eastern will get some good field position here.
Brandon Yoder, the punter. He's in. He's standing on the goal line. Handles the snap. Gets it up. Straight up. Football bounces at the 47 and then keeps rolling. And it'll be touchdown by the Pride down at the Eastern 40-yard line. And that's where Brett Nav and the offense will come out. They'll have a 1st down and 10. We'll keep it here. 7 minutes, 2 seconds remaining, opening quarter. Still no score. 2nd possession for Eastern.
I snuck that in real quick about Justin being a little too deep. I think if he's up to 40-yard line's great field position. We did flip the field. He'd have been 10 yards up. He'd have been able to catch that, and who knows what it would have done.
Or put Rivera in 15 yards in front of him.
We've talked about two.
Get him out in the field for that.
1st down and 10 now for Nab on the offense. Nab will be in the gun. Weathers slips in motion. Nab, snap to him. He's going to keep the football. He's got room. He crosses the 45-yard line and gets out, brought down just short of midfield. Brett Nab with a good 1st down carry. He'll get 9. Call it 2nd and 1.
And where are they going? That left side of the offensive line. Justin McNulty and Leader. And then you got the 2 Bash brothers, 87 and 35. They just had crushing blocks in there. Weathers and Franks. Great job there. Great run there by Brett Nab.
2nd down and 1. Go ahead, Coach.
Fred and Avrilian follow their blocks as good as any running backs we've seen.
Now Nab out of the gun. Here comes Jeremiah Avrilian. He's to the outside. He crosses midfield. He's got the 1st down. Jeremiah with his first big gain of the day, and he gets a 1st down for Eastern.
And then one thing Coach was talking about on the coach's show on Thursday was Jeremiah Avrilian, how he blocks for Brett Nab. It's, when you see all these guys doing the dirty work, not just getting the ball and getting the carries and the stats, that's when you know you really have a team. And these guys keep developing each week for us. But that's something that stands out for Coach of everything that Jeremiah Avrilian and all these guys do for Brett Nab to get yards.
1st down and 10 now from the Widener 42-yard line. Nab fakes to Avrilian. He's on the outside. He keeps the football, drops the head and the shoulder, and then bangs forward, brought down by a stunned Widener defender, and he gets down to the 36-yard line.
Okay, so Brett's in the game now.
Yeah,
because he needs that first hit. I tell you, he delivered a hit on that defensive back. He had Curtis Johnson out there in the flat, but he decided to run it. That's still a good call when you get 7 yards on first down.
I'm going to tell you, if you're a corner or safety and he's coming, if you think an arm tackle is going to do it, you got another thing coming.
I don't want to tackle 3 either.
2nd down and 5 from the 37-yard line. Nab standing in the gun out of the 42. Here comes Johnson, and Curtis Johnson is brought behind the line of scrimmage. That play was dead on arrival and never had a chance to get going. It'll bring up 3rd down.
By Michael Miller.
Yeah, just a good play by the wide. Just a good play by the Widener defense there.
Johnson will make that yardage up.
Okay, yeah, Curtis will make that yardage up in receiving and rushing. This is one of those 3rd and 11 here. Get some good chunk yardage where you might be able to go for it on 4th down.
So here we go, 3rd and 11. Back to the Widener 43-yard line. Snap to Nab. He's looking. He's taking a shot over the middle, and his pass is incomplete. Nasik Smith was the intended receiver, but a little too out of his reach and too low, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So what do you do here? You take the holding call?
Flag down.
It has not worked out well for the opposing team when they let us get another play.
You know what? And Bariak definitely he refused it. That was probably a smart move. Don't give this offense another chance to get a 1st down.
So it'll be 4th and 11. The offense goes off.
I don't like that it's 11, but this is an area for faith.
Now Westfield in the punt. 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Westfield starting on his own 43. Snap. Punt. Fair catch down at the 11-yard line. And that is where Widener will come out. Tyson Weber, number 29, back deep for Widener. And the Pride will come out with a 1st down and 10 deep again in their own territory.
Good punt there by John. Yeah. And it's always set up by the long snapper, Sean McNamara. That was a really good snap right into Sean's belly button there for him to give a chance to get that ball down there. But good job by special teams.
I would talk with the punt team right now. They're coming with pressure. They're getting close to him, but great punt, and the punt returner learned his lesson.
1st down and 10 now from the 12. Snap. Lazutsky looks, fires to the outside. That pass is incomplete. Number 4, Khalil Jones was the intended receiver. That's incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
So far, what we've seen, this kid does throw a nice ball. But I've watched on these series, he scrambles like a freshman that doesn't like anything around his feet.
Right. He's not as good on the outs. Kyrie Taylor, good coverage there on the receiver for Widener. But again, quarterbacks do not like pressure at their feet or in their face.
2nd down and 10 now. From their own 12-yard line, 4:04 remaining opening quarter. He's going to fire again, and his pass is incomplete. Kashawn Moody out there on the coverage for Eastern.
And he was right in his hip pocket. Good job by Kashawn Moody. They have him playing in the box, but it's great that he can still cover those receivers like that. That was a really good play there by Kashawn.
We brought backside pressure with Bateman that time. I would go after this kid most of the day now.
And Bateman he's number 30. He's a really good rusher at that outside linebacker position. We always call him, plays with his hair on fire. He's always active out there.
3rd down and 10 from the 12-yard line. They'll snap at the 4-minute mark. Opening quarter, no score. Snap to the freshman quarterback. He's taking a shot. He's got a receiver downfield, but incomplete. Number 15, Devin Ahmad, was the intended receiver. Drew Beckford on the coverage, and that's a quick 3 and out for Widener. When you go 0 for 3, that's a quick 3 and out, and you don't take a lot of time off the clock.
To Bernie's point, we got them out of their routine. Their routine was these good slant routes. If you're going deep on Beckford and Jaden Todd, that's going to work out in Eastern's favor.
So Justin moved up 10.
Now, Nicolopoulos is back.
Oh, that's
short punt.
Get away.
And it bounces at their own 40. It'll come to rest down at the Widener 44-yard line, and that's where Nab and the offense will come out. They'll have a first down and 10, moving from our right to left here in the opening quarter as we broadcast down in Chester, Pennsylvania. The Eastern Eagles and the Widener Pride meeting for only the third time because it's the third season for Widener, or for Eastern.
So we flipped the field, and on top of flipping the field, we picked up 16 more yards on the flip. So now we see where we go from here.
All right, here's Nab out of the gun. Nab fakes to Avrilian. Nab is straight up the gut, and he gets down, crosses the 40-yard line. Good first down carry for Brett. It'll be second down. He gets down and gains 4. It'll be second down and 6.
And again, we don't talk about offensive linemen much, but Leader is definitely very athletic. I mean, these guys are all been really good all year. But Leader, when he's following and pulling, going in that between that center guard on the right, he's playing left guard. Brett is being pretty smart, just stand right behind 64 and cut off his tail.
Yeah, we haven't seen a 5-man front too often.
Second down and 7. Nab again fakes to Avrilian, spins at the 40, and then they get him from behind, and he gets down to the 37. We'll see where they mark it. It's still well short of the line to gain. It'll bring up third down.
And I think we're in 4-down territory here. I think Eastern realizes they got to try to get some points, and don't let these teams hang around, right? I mean, get a 7 or a 3 on this drive, but you want to try to take this crowd out of it if you can. You want to make sure that Widener doesn't think they're in this game. And so far, Eastern's been moving the ball. They just need to get in the end zone.
3rd and 4 from the 38-yard line. Big third down possession for Nab and the offense. Snap the Nab. He's fired. He's got Isaiah Guy Bruto's got him, and he's down at the 25-yard line. Big catch and a first down for Eastern.
Isaiah Guy Bruton. So that's his 3rd catch of the year. That's his only catch for the year that he doesn't have a touchdown. Last week he had 2 touchdowns. Great play there, Brett Nab. Great catch there. But Isaiah Guy Bruton and a great route.
Yeah, I love the formation. Everything was to the right. He was solo left man-to-man. So the safety was cleared over to the left, the other side of the field. So it's a slant. I mean, it's a perfect call.
Down to the Widener 24-yard line. First down and 10 for Nab and the offense. 1:40 up on the clock, opening quarter. Snap the Nab. He's going to follow his blockers, and he bangs over the right side. Short gain for Brett Nab. It'll bring up second down.
I was going to say, I know our run scheme does really work inside, but maybe some outside runs off tackle will loosen this 5-man front up.
Right, because you're right, Coach. This is the first time they played against 5 down defensive linemen. Obviously, they've read the scouting report. Eastern's one of the best rushing teams in the conference, so they're just trying to stop the rush.
Second down and 9. Football on the 23-yard line of Widener. Nab and the offense with their 3rd possession of the afternoon. They're on the move. Nab, snap, swings to Avrilian. Jeremiah Avrilian dances down the sideline. He's got the first down before he walks out of bounds. It'll be first down.
And, Coach, to your point, that was just a run outside, but a throw.
Yeah.
Right? So get Jeremiah Avrilian out in space to the right, throw to the right, easy for the quarterback to get out there. Brett's had a tough time sometimes with those throws. That was a perfect throw by Brett Nab to Jeremiah Avrilian. Tiptoes down the sideline there. Great play call there by Nate Henkel and Colin Scott.
That play takes the 5-down lineman out of everything.
So he goes out of bounds at the Widener 11. 1st and 10 from the 11. 17 seconds remaining opening quarter. Nab, empty. Snap to Nab, straight ahead. Nab, straight in, crosses the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Brett Nab finds the end zone, and Eastern strikes first.
Great job by the offensive line there. Everybody had a block. Great job, Brett, getting into the end zone, forcing him away those yards after contact. Great play call there. Great job by this offense of getting 6 points there.
I only have one word for the run. Wow.
Now Nolik will come in for the extra point. 6 seconds remaining opening quarter. Eastern up on the board. Snap, hold, kick up, and the kick is good. And John Nolik gives Eastern a 7 7-0 lead over Widener with 6 seconds remaining. We'll stay right here. We'll take our break at the end of the quarter. You're listening to Eastern University football across the JAKIB Sports Network. And just like that, they needed it and they got it and then got it into the end zone.
They're checking all the boxes today, Coach, right? Like it's a little tough start. I mean, again, you know you're not just going to unload against Widener, right? First drives, they're moving the ball. Defense holds, forces the field goal. Go back and forth, win the field position game, and then have a great drive there to get 7.
Play your game and execute. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Great job by John Nolick there on the extra point. He wasn't able to warm up going that way, so that's a great kick. And he played, I think, right down the street. I think Sun Valley. You see that in the airport when you fly over here, his field in high school. But great job by John Nolick converting the extra point.
So now Nolick will kick off. 6 seconds remaining, 7-0 Eastern. From the 35, Nolick's boot will be taken down at the 5-yard line. Number 8 on the return, running far side, running all the way across the field before he finally runs up out of bounds. Kyrie Taylor there to force him out, and that'll run out the clock on this, the opening quarter. Your score after 1 quarter of play, the Eastern Eagles 7, Widener 0. Back in a moment.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366.
Don't forget the Coach's Show every week here on the JAKIB Sports Network. Head coach Billy Crocker, along with my partner Warren Schmidt. We talk to the coach every week about the previous week and then the look ahead. That's every Thursday on the JAKIB Sports Network.
That was a 46-yard kick return to get to the 25.
Yeah, right. First down and 10 now for the Prod. They're now moving right to left. Here comes pressure on the freshman. He's under pressure. They've got him. He tries to flip it away. Good pressure that time by the defense. 1, 2, 3 members of that Eastern defense there with pressure. Nardo Murphy was in there again. It'll bring up second down.
You got to keep getting after him.
Jashawn Johnson as well.
And it's great to call new numbers, right? And we always talk about it. Coach talks about it on the Coach's Show, next man up, guys that we don't call every week. When they get an opportunity, they're really excelling on here on Saturdays for Eastern. Great to see.
Second down and 10 now for the freshman quarterback. Standing out of the gun. He's going to hand the football off. Second run of the day. Wickle on the carry. Chris Forte on the stop.
I think the only thing on their run game that's going to do anything is if we're surprised by it.
It's great to have Coach on every week because every week he pretty much says who he has to worry about. And he was a little worried about this young quarterback. And I tell you, this kid's having a pretty good game so far.
Yeah, he can throw.
But they don't have a running back that you're too nervous about with this defense.
Number 12, Caden Lazinski. He's the quarterback. Empty backfield, standing on his own 23. Big third down for the defense. Pressure again, and they got him again. They sacked him behind the line. Landon Bloss, number 53, with a big sack. And Coach B, I think you're right on the money. You got to pressure this kid all day.
They seem to like to go to empty backfield on third and long or just third down period. You've got to come after him when it's empty.
And Coach, he's a freshman. You got to pressure freshmen, especially like this freshman. He's not even wearing socks, right? They got to get some socks for this kid.
Yoder now in the punt. He stands at his own 5. Nicolopoulos is back deep. High, big, driving kick takes Nicolopoulos back, and then he lets it bounce. It bounced at the 31, still rolling, and then down to the 16-yard line. Curious, Coach B. Did Nicolopoulos make a mistake there, or did he just out-kicked him?
He outkicked him. That wasn't on Justin. That was just a really, really good kick. And
he
obviously,
turned the nose over.
I don't think right. He turned that one over. We must not be able to feel the wind up here. That looked like that got in the jet stream a little bit. That was quite a punt there. From the first 2 punts that we saw to that one, completely different.
With that spiraling the way it was going, and he turned, it would almost be like catching a pass. Do you catch it or
that's okay? We're going to be the glass half full. It's just more yards for this offense to get.
The ball is safely in our hands.
Yes.
So first down and 10, all the way back at the 16-yard line. Nab in the offense, moving left to right. Nab just short of the 10, fakes to Johnson, comes to the outside. He's got room, and then he gets out close to the 25-yard line.
He was a tackle away from turning that into a really, really long run. Last week at this time, both teams only touched the ball 1.5 times.
Yeah, last week was just a really good college football game. There was only how many drives did each team have, Coach? I mean,
in the first quarter, they each touched it once.
Yep.
9-yard gain for Nab, 2nd down and 1, 12:42 remaining, second quarter. Well, let's see what they do. They give it to Jeremiah. Not much there. Nothing, as a matter of fact. When Jeremiah Vrillian doesn't get a yard, the defense is playing stout. They shut him down. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And we had a much better spot from the line judge on the other side versus the one on our sideline. He was at a first down distance.
44, Luke Shimko, the linebacker. Another big stop on Avrillian.
He's around every play.
He is. 3rd and 1. 12:01 remaining. Big 3rd down for Eastern. Avrillian to the right of Nab. Snap. Nab's going to run for it. He's not going to get it. As he stopped in there in a big defensive play.
The first time I've seen him not follow the block. He turned it up too soon.
Luke Shimko again with another stop. This time Nab loses a yard. And it'll make it 4th down. And the offense goes 3 and out after a 9-yard gain on the first carry.
Yeah, that's a big stop by the Widener defense there.
Westfield in the punt. He'll stand on his own 10. Snap. Good snap. Westfield.
Nose is going over.
Great.
Punt sails to the 23 and then bounces back the opposite way, and it's finally touched in there down at the 29-yard line of Eastern, and that's where the pride will come out with a 1st down and 10. Strange series that time for Eastern. They get 9 on the first carry, and then they fizzle out on 2nd and 1 and 3rd and 1.
Well, Widener's definitely put the tape on. They know they got to stop the run, and they designed a great play call on their defense right there to stop. But great job there by the special team. Sean McNamara with a great snap again. John Westfield, that was a huge punt. That was almost a flip the field punt. It's a good punt when he does his golf swing after he punts.
Quarterback change for Widener. Eli Warfel now in for the freshman. He stands at the 24-yard line. They're going to roll on his first snap. And they get out to the 30-yard line. Short gain.
I was going to say he used his pitching wedge. He checked it up on the green. So I guess we'll see what this guy is. Is this quarterback a runner, a thrower?
Well, we know he's a junior.
Yeah.
So Eli Warfel now replacing the freshman.
That's a pretty fast yank on the starter. Unless it's
he was the starter.
Oh, okay.
And he got hurt, and then the freshman came in. 2nd
down and 8 from the 30. Short pitch and catch. Pass complete. Good play. Football's out. Football's loose. Eastern saying they have it, and they do. Jaden Todd comes up with it.
No, Jaden Todd had the tackle. I
Jason-
think Jason Bateman, number 8, got the fumble. Great job. You know, when you get all those hats on the ball there, just great job. Good job by Jaden Todd, raking the ball out of the receiver's hands. That's a huge play there. New quarterback comes in. Is he going to inject some life into the offense? Great job by the defense. It's still in their will.
I see Widener searching for an offense identity here. They start out as a passing team. Now that series they tried to run. Trying to find something.
Following the turnover, first down and 10. Nab from the 37. Smith on the sweep. He's down the sideline. He's got room. He's still on his feet. And he's going to walk down the sideline. And he's going to get into the end zone. Nasik Smith. Touchdown, Eastern.
So I love that play call. That is a jet sweep. And Krause, we remember Manny Mestakis here, one of the inventors, I think, of the jet sweep. We saw the jet sweep all the time here at Widener. Nate Hinkle brings it here. Great play there by Nasik Smith for the jet sweep to get in for a touchdown at Widener. Outfitting.
I don't know that Widener knew he had the ball. I mean, till somebody reacted to him, he was already up on the corner and running.
Nolik now to make it 14. Nab will hold. Snap, hold, kick, up. And the kick is good. So Nolik converts right at the 10-minute mark following the turnover. One play and an immediate score will keep it here. Big touchdown for Eastern, taking advantage of that fumble recovery after a short catch or short completion.
And, Coach, what do you want to do after a turnover?
Take advantage of it.
On play one, just go get a touchdown. And great. I love the play call there from Eastern. Run a jet sweep with Nasik Smith. He's been a dynamic player all year. Get him in space. But that's exactly what you want to do. Convert it right to touchdown.
I'd love to see
there's nothing more deflating to a team than to score right away off a turnover.
I'd love to see the replay on that because I think they were all watching Nab to keep the ball and coming up the middle, and he was already running down the field. I really don't think they saw him.
Now Nolik will kick off. Her and Perry are back deep for Widener.
Now Nolik kick off. Being heard by Marco Perry to receive.
Nolik's kick. Her's going to bring it out. He's going to take it at the 5. He's at the 20. And they get him down at the 25-yard line. Flag comes in after the play.
Be a horse collar call.
Daquan Woodle, number 41, made the stop. But he's flagged for the horse collar.
I don't know. That looked like he had his shoulder pads, not behind the jersey, but you can't argue with the official on that one.
I think they see any time you come backwards, they're calling it, but it didn't look like he was up in his neck area. It looked like he had the shoulder pads.
Right.
So the 15-yard penalty is marked from the spot of the football, and that'll take Widener out to their own 40-yard line. 9:54, rather.
The freshman's back in.
The freshman quarterback returns. That's Kade Lazinski. He's going to fire. He's going to throw. He's hit. Football comes out. Was the arm going forward, or does Eastern have it? Let's wait and see.
His arm was not going forward.
Didn't see a signal yet.
Whoa. And it is incomplete.
Pressure applied by number 91, Nardo Murphy. Second and 10.
Great pressure there by Nardo Murphy, though. This defensive line, they got 3 defensive linemen. They're rotating all these guys in. When your defensive line can stay fresh and when you have 3 guys that can get to the quarterback like that, wow, does that make the back half of the defense even stronger?
Now you can cover.
Second down and 10 from the 40. 9:45 remaining. Caden Lazinski, the freshman, he's back in. Standing at his own 35. He's going to fire. Pass complete. In front of the Widener bench out to the 47-yard line. 15 on the end of that reception. That's Ahmed who has it. Coverage that time by Kyrie Taylor.
So the pressure is going to force this kid to have to throw the ball really quick.
Yeah, they're bringing Gashawn Moody off the corner.
He was coming
Yep.
as well.
So Leaf Nakim has been having a monster game as well. Number 0 has been playing really well all season. One of the team captains.
To throw it quickly means they can't get downfield, so they're going to be short stuff.
3rd and 4 from the 46. Big third down. Short pass, fired, out into the flat. Pass is complete. That's Ahmad again, just in over the midfield stripe, but enough to get a Widener first down. He threw it 15 yards to pick up 3.
I thought Moody almost got a piece of that ball when he jumped up.
And that's a big first down there for Widener.
That's a really hard pass for any quarterback to throw. That was a good throw.
So first down, Pride from the 48-yard line now of Eastern. 14 for the Eagles, no score for the Pride. 9:15 remaining, second quarter. Losinski is going to dial it up again. He's taking a shot down the field, and his pass is overshot and incomplete. Jones was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Taylor again on the coverage. It'll be second down and 10.
He doesn't look like a real big kid, but he's got a strong arm.
He's got a good arm, but if we force him into those type passes, we'll take those every day.
All day.
Kyrie Taylor in for Jamari James. I think Jamari nicked up his ankle again, but good job by Kyrie. And they're not going against TJ Austin down here.
Keys of the corners or don't fall for double moves.
Second down and 10. Losinski slings it to the outside. Incomplete. It'll bring up third down.
And then, Coach, as a defensive coordinator, put your defensive coordinator hat on. When you know they're passing every down, do you change up your defensive calls a little bit, or you just still play what's out in front of you?
I like what they're doing. I would keep coming pressure with him and force. Like there again, that's an arena throw. You got to get that ball out of your hands.
The 3-step drop.
Yeah, he's just
right.
Catch, throw, or snap, throw, and hope they're there.
Third down and 10 now from the 48. Now they run the football on the third down. That's Wickel on the carry. He's going to be short of the line to gain.
Dalton Wickel, the ball carrier.
It'll bring up fourth down.
I'm surprised.
You know what? I'm a little surprised here by Widener not going for it here. On their side of the field, they're 3 and 4.
Maybe they are.
Right. This is Coach. Hopefully the coaches are right next to us, and watch for the fake.
This
is fake territory right here.
Yoder in for what looks like a punt. 4th and 4. Snap to Yoder. Nicolopoulos is back deep. Calls for the fair catch down at the 11-yard line. And that's where Nab and the offense will come out with 8 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Eastern will have a first down and 10.
Great there by Justin Nicolopoulos fielding that. That was kind of a over-end punt. That was a good job by him. Staying on the 10-yard line, got it out to the 11. Good job by Justin, not letting them get it inside the 10 there.
Yeah, the punter intentionally pooched that, and it was not, he stayed on the 10, so he played it the smart way.
First down and 10 now, back at their own 12-yard line. Nav in the offense. Snap. The give is to Jeremiah Vrillian, and he tries to get to the outside. He crosses over the 10-yard line before he's pushed up out of bounds. But Jeremiah Vrillian with 10 on that first down carry, picks up the first down as he knocks him out of bounds down at the 22-yard line.
And he just got 10 yards there, but that's a big first down run there. Get that 10 yards. At a minimum, get out of the shadow of that end zone there. Great job there, Jeremiah Vrillian, getting a big 10-yard run there.
He did an ankle breaker to the corner. The corner had no clue how to cover and tackle that.
First down and 10 now for Nab and the offense. From the 22-yard line, left to right for Eastern. The give is to Jeremiah. Flips back. That's Johnson has it. He comes back the other way, and a ankle tackle away from rolling down the sideline, Curtis Johnson. Instead, he'll lose 2. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, it looked like a double reverse there. And I'll tell you, if that kid doesn't make that ankle tackle, Joe Krause is talking about Curtis Johnson running for 80 yards there. He would have been running down that whole sideline. Like that play call, though.
Yeah, we usually 1 or 2 wrinkles a game that are pretty effective.
Second down at 12. Back at the 20. Nab standing on the 15. He's going to keep the football. Crosses the 20. And then gets out close to the 25-yard line. 26-yard line is where they'll spot it. It'll bring up third down.
Where you could use the back out
Coach,
again.
you're right. Each week they've had different wrinkles. Last week, Curtis Johnson threw it to a wide-open Isaiah Guy Bruton on a halfback pass, which is a really big part of the game and making that a 2-score game last week.
3rd and 6 from the 26.
Oh, different defensive formation. They're all standing.
Nab swings the pass out to a brilliant. Gets a block from Franks from the 30. He's out over the 35-yard line. Picks up the first down. Good block downfield by Dom Franks. And Jeremiah Brilliant gets the first down.
It said use the back out of the backfield.
And you know,
what was the defensive formation?
That was kind of weird. I think they're trying to have these guys all stand up and moving around so they couldn't tell which guy is coming and which guy's blocking. But again, you know, I got a chance to say hello to Dom Franks and Dylan Weathers before the game, and all they said was, "We don't care if we catch any balls. We're here to block. We're here to win." That's the type of players you need on a team, especially on this offense.
First down and 10 now from the 38-yard line. Eastern on the move. Smith in motion, takes the football, crosses the 40-yard line. He'll get down to the 42-yard line. 44, Luke Shimko again there for Widener. It'll bring up second down.
Positive yardage. Jet sweep.
Hey, positive yards for 5 yards.
You know what's going to come off of that next.
Zeke Smith is just a dynamic player. I mean, he's just so fast and shifty through there.
Brett's going to pull one of those and up the middle.
Second down and 5. 4:56 remaining second quarter. Nab and the offense out on the field. They have a 14-0 lead. Nab standing on his own 38 out of the gun. Nab's going to take a shot. He's got Nicolopoulos, who's past the line to gain, and he's inside Widener territory. Move the sticks, boys. That's a first down.
And that's why Justin Nicolopoulos is the team captain, too. He makes the tough catches. Last week, wow, he made a Sports Center highlight catch.
Yep.
Great pitch and catch there. Good job by Brett Knapp, staying in the pocket, finding his receiver. Good catch there by Justin Nicolopoulos.
I like the progression of our pass game over the last couple of weeks. We're finding holes.
And Brett has time to read his reads, go through his progressions, and he's real comfortable with that. And that's a testament to this offensive line of keeping that clean pocket.
4:07 remaining second quarter. It'll be first down and 10 from the 47 of the Pride. Fires over the middle. Pass was deflected and knocked down. Good defensive play by Widener. Ryan Wilson, the safety, got his hand up there, or else that may have been a completion and a touchdown.
A little more air on it.
A little more air, and it would have been another Krause touchdown call for Justin Nicolopoulos. He would have been going to the house on that one.
Again,
good defensive play there by Widener.
What our offense is doing on these passes is we're able to isolate one receiver with no help from the other side.
Second down and 10 from the 47. Nab's going to keep the football. Crosses the 45-yard line down to the Widener 43-yard line. Stoltzfus on the stop.
And this drive is doing two things. One is draining the half, and that's what you want. You want to. It'd be nice to have a long sustain, keeps this drive sustaining it, and end out the half and get some points. That'd be huge. Big third down conversion here needed.
3rd and 6.
And we get the ball to start the third.
From the 43 of Widener. Let's see what Nab will dial up.
You got the box loaded.
Snap the Nab. Flag down. Nab keeps short of a 40.
That came really fast, so it was either offsides or somebody moved.
Brett Knapp, the ball carrier.
It didn't look like anyone from Eastern moved, and it looked like all the receivers looked at the official to make sure they're on sides. That's a big 5 yards right there.
Yes, it is, because I was questioning whether we're in 4-down territory anyway with the amount of the clock.
Yeah, but so they get 3rd down again. So now it'll be 3rd and 1. That's a
which
big call.
Turns it into 4 down.
5-yard penalty. Offsides against Widener.
I didn't see it from here, but I guess one of the
Must have been lined up.
one of the Widener guys were lined up. But Bernie, to your point, that changes everything.
Yes,
I mean, let's not even put. Let's just get it here on 3rd down. But I think it's 4-down territory. Coach Crocker last week had a huge 4th down call that he made on their side of the field. They ended up getting it. It was huge for their drive, one of the game-winning drives.
There we go. 3rd and 1 now from the 38 of Widener. Nab in the gun. Snap to Nab. He gives to Jeremiah. Avrillion's got the 1st down as he gets out close to the 35-yard line. Move the sticks. That's a 1st down for Jeremiah Avrillion.
And here's one of those little things you won't see in the stats. Justin Nicolopoulos from far receiver is waving Eddie Swinton to get off the line. If he doesn't get off the line there, all of a sudden it's moving 5 yards back. Great job, great awareness to let a teammate know, hey, move up or move back, especially these receivers, because if you have too many guys on the line, obviously it's a penalty. Great job there, Justin Nicolopoulos.
And that 1st down does what you said. Now we can eat more time off this clock, really score right. I'd love to see a score under 30 seconds.
It's going to be down to the 2-minute warning. It's exactly what you wanted from this offense here. Drain out the half. Go and get points, and then have the huge momentum going into halftime.
Well, we've reached a 2-minute timeout here in the 2nd quarter. Eastern 14, Widener nothing up on the board. It's 14-0. We'll pause for a break and come back. Back in a moment.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366.
And 2 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Eastern in possession of the football on the Widener 35-yard line. They're moving left or right.
I know this is where Brett likes to take a shot downfield, but we need to run the clock out.
Nab out of the gun on a 1st and 10. Gives the football to Jeremiah Avrillion, and Avrillion off the left side gains 5. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And not to bring up last week, but last week, Easter goes in and scores with under a minute to go. And if you remember, their quarterback brought them back and had a Hail Mary that almost they completed the end of half, which would have totally changed that game. You do not want that today. Just come here methodically, run this clock down, but get some points. Obviously, 7's preferred over 3, but they're doing everything they need to do to control this game right now.
Jeremiah got 4 on the 1st down carry, so 2nd down and 6. They'll snap from the 31 of Widener. Now, Nab, under pressure. He's going to throw. He's got his man in the end zone. And he's got him. Justin Nicolopoulos in the end zone for a touchdown, Eastern.
That's that shot.
And you know what? You called it, right? You called the shot. And how about Brett Knapp staying in the pocket and putting a ball out there so Justin can just get underneath there, make the big catch? Wow. That is exactly what you want to do.
In the last game and a half, Brett is like 18 for 19 with touchdown passes.
It's just we're seeing this team grow up right in front of us. Team 3 going to be up
Nolik in for the extra point, and that is up, and that is good. So John Nolik makes it 21, Eastern 21. Widener getting the football back with 1:13 remaining here in the first half. And as Coach B said, and you remember, Eastern gets the football to start the third quarter.
If the offense that's coming out now should be no surprise to our defense. They've been throwing. I mean, it would have been nice to run more time off the clock and not give them over a minute. However, it's not like they're not going to come out and throw, which is what they've done the whole game anyway. So just be ready for, they've gone long, they've gone middle.
And Coach, you're a coach, obviously, right? I know you're a defensive guy. You get points, you get 7, you take them. It doesn't matter what the time. Obviously, it would be great if it was just 13 seconds. But what has this done, Coach? Taking the crowd completely out of this game. The crowd has not said a peep here. And that's exactly what you want to do for the away team. Come in here and instill your will.
Already go to the third quarter. If we get the ball and we go down and drive and it's 28-0, this offense doesn't have enough to come back from 28.
Nolik will kick off again. Dean Herr is going to come up and get it at the 12. There's pressure. Herr puts on a move. He's still on his feet, and he gets out and he crosses over the 30-yard line. Good return by Dean Herr, and it'll be a first down and 10 for Widener. They'll have 1:05 remaining. Cole Jones on the stop, and it'll be a first and 10 from their own 32-yard line with 1:05 remaining. We might get the football back if they sling it and go 3 and out.
And to Bernie's point, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's what they've showed.
How nice would this be? See a TJ Olsen pick 6 here.
Caden Lazinski in, out of the gun, standing at his own 26. He's throwing. He's looking for his man. He's got him, but he's out of bounds. It'll bring up a second down.
That's like a timeout for us.
Jones was the intended receiver, but he was out of bounds. Second down and 10. 59 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Snap. Lazinski's throwing again. Here comes pressure. He bails out, and he throws it out of bounds, and that'll bring up a third down. Jason Bateman putting the pressure on Lazinski. That play took 6 seconds. There's 53 seconds remaining, and it's now 3rd and 10.
Good thing he threw that out of bounds, where Kyrie Taylor would have fair caught that.
And he was deep.
3rd down and 10 for the freshman quarterback. Snap. He's going to hand off the football this time.
Take a timeout.
Gets out to the 35-yard line. Jason Bateman is there. Turner was the ball carrier for Widener. That'll bring up 4th down. 48 seconds remaining.
Great
and
play.
Eastern takes a timeout.
If there was
Great play
anything
by Jason Bateman on that draw play.
If there was anything I was ever good at, it was time management.
Good call, Coach.
Yeah, they're
going to get the ball back, and you never know. You get a good return here from Justin Nicolopoulos.
Take one shot,
get a field goal,
and then get out of here and get the ball back.
Hey, I really like that defense. They were not playing prevent defense. They're bringing guys. I really love the Corey Davis. You know what we talk about prevent defense, prevents you from winning, right?
Yep.
I just loved how they kept the pedal on the metal and kept pressure in this kid's face. Jason Bateman got in there one time. Great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out and forcing 2 incompletions.
Yoder is back to punt. Justin Nicolopoulos standing at his 25.
They moved.
And before the snap, some laundry on the field. That's going to be against Widener. And that'll push them back another 5.
And, Coach, to your point, you've been saying it all year, and you're exactly right. We can see it from up here. Eastern's changing what teams do and getting them out of their rhythm. And nothing is – tougher to do as a team than when they get you out of your rhythm, then you're, all messed up. And it's just really cool to see Eastern doing that to almost every team this year.
Back to their own 31. Yoder now standing at the 16. handles the snap, no pressure. Big high kick. Nicolopoulos took his eye off the football, and then he's able to cover it up. Justin was running before he had it in the breadbasket, but he's able to cover it up and keep the football. Eastern has a first down at
He's mad at himself. But
that was a total returnable ball,
Yeah.
and there wasn't anyone around him. He would have been able to get his eyes downfield, and I think he would have come down around this right side and may still be running. But, Justin Nicolopoulos, he's just the complete player.
I will tell you, he did exactly what you're taught to do when you catch punts, is to say square, so that if you do drop it, it falls inside your feet, which it did. And all you got to do is fall on it then.
well,
Your
now,
body sideways goes everywhere.
now but the offense are going to get out and get into the locker room, and that'll be the final play of this first half. And Eastern is going to take the short walk across the field and into the visitors' locker room with a 21-0 lead here from Widener.
We love your son.
We love him, brother.
He's one of our favorites.
At the end of the first half.
That's good, man. I appreciate it. That's Cujo's father coming up in the box. We got to bring him in, and we got to get him up for the halftime show, don't we? Come on, man. Come on in. Let me do this. Let me get to a commercial break. You can help him get in here if you will. I'm going to take a commercial break. Your score at halftime. Eastern 21. Widener, no score, 1/2 in the books across the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
We've got a special guest coming up for us here at halftime. Your score, Eastern 21 and Widener, no score. You're listening to Eastern football across the JAKIB Sports Network. We're back in 60.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
And rain on.
And back here across the JAKIB Sports Network, we are at halftime. And when we came on and started the broadcast today, Warren, we talked about the incredible history, and we talked about the greatest football player to ever play for the Widener Pride, who had 3 incredible seasons here before being drafted in the 15th round and going on to the NFL. And then we tied it all together. Of course, we're talking about Billy White Shoes Johnson. And we tied it all together with number 25, Cujo Curtis Johnson, who's a member of the Eastern Eagles. And then in the box today, who came in town. He snuck in town, unexpected. Curtis Johnson Sr., Cujo Sr. is with us here up in the box. My good friend, nice to have you up in the box with us.
Oh, man, it's awesome to be here. What you guys do is excellent. I know my wife at home in San Diego, we don't miss a Saturday, and last week, you guys are so good. We're used to that excellence. And there were some difficulties, so we know the fall off there, but we love listening to you guys. Excellent on the JAKIB Network. Excellent.
Well, Curtis we love all these players, right? But there's certain guys that just stick out. And I just love the fact that Curtis Johnson was a California kid, comes to Pennsylvania, and then we find all those little roots of, the Widener connection. Before the game, I'm down talking to him. He's warming up. He said, hey, my dad came in last night. My uncle was supposed to come. He couldn't make it, but my dad came in and surprised me last night. As a father and as a guy that has kids, that must have been really special for him, for you to show up for this game. I just think it's great. It's nice to see it's up 21-0 too.
Yes.
Team, a team that you played for.
Yes, I played for Bill Cupid and Coach Swan back in the day. Great coaches. I love the atmosphere here. We're originally from here. The intensity that the school brings has always been awesome. But on the other hand, I'm rooting for my son and my son's team the past couple of years, and it's great to see the aggressive evolution of Eastern, being a part of that evolution. And with that evolution, my son is growing, not just as a young man, as a man, so with all the pieces they're putting together, I love seeing it grow. It's awesome.
You're able to put it, Curtis, a real good perspective on what it means for a student, for an athlete, for a talented player to matriculate through a program that is now in its 3rd season, and where they are right now, in some ways, they shouldn't be, yet they are. Talk about that.
And it's funny you say that, you know what I mean? And it's like, and I'll put it to this, my wife is going to hate it because I talk about the Blue Jays, and that she's a diehard Dodgers fan. The Blue Jays have come around, and they're where they are because they don't know any better. And that's just like these Eastern Eagles. We're not supposed to be here, but they don't know that. You know what I mean? So they've grafted and charged themselves with going to the next level. They're not waiting for their time. They're making their time, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. Well stated.
So you're not going to take your time. We're going to make our time. And then they should be great for a long time, because if this is mediocrity, I see nothing but success because they have a high ceiling.
Take me back to the recruiting when Curtis is playing high school in California. He's starting to get these recruiting letters, and then all of a sudden he gets that from Coach Billy Crocker and the coaching staff at Eastern. Maybe not at Widener, I don't know. But when he decides, hey, Dad, I want to go to Pennsylvania. I want to play for those Eastern Eagles. I know they're just starting a new program, but I want to be part of it. What was that like for you?
So, and that's funny in itself too. Like Kurt playing for Mission Hills High School back in San Diego, he tore his ACL, and as his junior year, when he was almost at the height of his career, a lot of offers walked off the table, and he had to work his way back. He was 210 and he played linebacker, and then that's what we were looking at. So we started in our search looking for schools. We actually went to George Fox and Pacific in Oregon, who really I thought was going to be the place in Oregon. He said, Dad, I just want to go back east. Let's go back east. So we get back here east, and we're searching around, and we were supposed to go to Westchester, Millersville, but we ended up having a phone call with Coach Crocker, and he said, won't you just come down and get a feel of us? We went to the practice that day, and it was a spring practice, and he said, I want to be here. Coach Crocker said, we'll come back tomorrow and let's talk. And what he had said, and I was so proud because he was honest with us, and he told us where they were at and what they were striving for. And we bought in that day. And that next year, what they did that next year being, where they were and where they ended up. And they ended up with a comeback win against, what was it? FDU. That was 5. And that was belief. Yep. That was hope. And everything that myself and Coach Crocker talked about before about what they were going to do, the belief. And my son bought into it, 1,000%. And when he came in, he was coming in to be a linebacker. And he was like 22nd in the linebacker room, and and he worked his way up. So it's all about the grind, the evolution, knowledge, and what Billy Crocker said to us, and that was what we bought into. And you can see how it matriculates through the team, how it's matriculating through the fans, and like I said, I'm just proud that my son is a part of it.
Wow, really good. Well stated, Curtis Johnson, Sr., with us up in the box. You're listening, of course, to Eastern Football. Shout out to Mrs. Johnson, who didn't make the trip. We'll give her a big shout out, right?
Erica Johnson, thank you. I know you're watching, and everything's all right. We'll get you here. We'll get her here. Maybe before the season's out, because hey, let's talk reality, and it's okay for us to speculate a little bit. It's okay for us to be the hype. All right. Coach has to keep the coaches and the players on an even keel. We can hype a little bit. This team rolls the table. They win the day, and they win their remaining 2 games, and all of a sudden find themselves 9-1 with an opportunity to get into the playoffs. Pretty amazing stuff to what you just said, Curtis. Absolutely. And there's no doubt in my mind, and no doubt in my wife's mind and the family. I have my family. We're like 15 strong today in the family across the stands, and we're believing that they're going to make the playoffs, and if you look at it, we're just starting to fire on all pistons. We're finally spreading the ball out the way we need to spread the ball out. The defense is playing it at a high level. They're very aggressive to the ball, rallying to the ball. I see good things, and
well done, man. I as well. Warren?
So just to your point about Coach Crocker, we've gotten a chance to meet him when it was Team Zero. And when we came on board, there's a lot of coaches that talk the talk but don't walk the walk, and it's all about the execution and the follow through. Coach Crocker, to a man, to a kid, he is there for every kid, and it is just amazing. I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about everything besides football.
Yes.
And Coach Crocker is just a different guy. I mean, what he's building here is so special, but it's because of parents like you that will say, I'm going to send my kid across the country and play for this guy, Billy Crocker. Because if you look at this roster, Jeremiah Brilliant, Florida. Brett Knapp's probably the closest, and he's in Avalon, right? They're just all from throughout the country, and what he's building there is really special. But it starts with the parents of that belief, because you're kind of the balance for your kid to say, hey, I got a good gut feel for this guy. I know he's going to take care of you. But what he's building here, we get to see it each week. In year 1, they almost beat Stevenson. What happened that Monday? That weight room was filled. They're telling these guys, yo, take a little time off. No, we're getting the season. Last year, let's okay, we're going to lose. This STU team's going to the playoffs. They beat them, come back from 19 down or whatever, 5-5. Again, it leads right in the season, and now, their record's their record. It's just so cool to see that all the things that they're doing is the follow-throughs coming through.
Love it, and it puts a parent, and I speak for me and my wife, at ease, knowing where he's at, and where he's not getting lost. He's involved in a lot of activities outside, like he goes, he makes sure he's at church and things of that nature. So that's one thing that me and my wife don't have to, poke him at, and the camaraderie that the team has, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? And so that's why I knew, like, being able to check in and, Coach Crocker did him make himself accessible to us in the very beginning. And, as we move through this thing, he still makes himself available, not as before, but because as the season, they're growing and the kids are evolving, becoming who they are as young adults and things of that nature. So that's why I say, and I am very avid in getting your kids to a school like that, and not just, just for a name and things of that nature. There's meaning behind everything. So I couldn't be more pleased.
Well, Curtis Johnson, Sr., joining us here for halftime. I want to thank you, sir, for coming up into the box. And I want to tell you, I want to leave you with this. I look forward to meeting Erica in person before the season is out, brother. Well done, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And like I said, I wanted to let you know that you guys are top notch, and when we can't hear you, we sometimes mute the TV and just listening to you guys. Because
listen, I'm waiting for you to tell us that even though there's 15 of you over there, you're all listening to the game on your phone with the ear pods in. But we appreciate it, man. Well done.
Yep. And we love dealing with all the parents. The parents group is really special here in Eastern, and you need that. It's a whole group effort, and you guys are firing all cylinders. But it's to you to come in and see your kid at this game. It's nice to see them up 21-0.
Yes, it is.
Thanks for coming up and visiting.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Halftime score, Eastern 21, Widener, no score. You're listening to Eastern Eagles football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
Back here at halftime across the JAKIB Sports Network. Special thanks to Curtis Johnson Sr., Cujo checking in, and also joining us up here in the box. Your score is Eastern 21 and Widener no score. I'm going to break for 35 seconds, and then when I come back, hand it over to Warren Schmidt and Coach B to look at all of the stats from the first half. It's Eastern University football across the JAKIB Sports Network.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366.
All the first half numbers today, the first half stats being brought to you by Menkowski and Associates. We're glad that Steve Menkowski and Associates LLC have been part of Eastern football and are part of Eastern football. Let's get the first half stats from my partner Warren Schmidt and, of course, the coach Bernie Nowatarski. Guys?
Thanks, Krause. First off, really great to have Curtis Johnson Sr. up here in the booth talking to him. Came all the way from California to see his kid. He played here at Widener. Billy White Shoes Johnson played here at Widener, legendary coach, so a lot of family history here on the Widener side, but now he's all for Eastern. So great to have him up on the booth talking. But one of these stats that really comes out of me, coach, is time of possession.
Yeah.
18 minutes for Widener, 0 points. 11 minutes for Eastern, 21 points. That's the only thing that matters, obviously. But that's something that really glares at me as time of possession.
Yeah, everything else is going the exact way I expected to see. The one that is still amazing to me, if you look at Brett's passing, in the last 2 games right now, he's 20 for 23. That's
pretty good for a lacrosse player.
Yeah, that's crazy. The rushing is pretty equal with our guys. I expect we'll see some more of that. If we put a ball up into the end zone on this first drive, I think you're going to see our running game just pound and grind.
Right, and Brett's halfway to 100 yards with 51 yards. Nasik Smith on that one jet sweep, obviously, got him a bunch of yards, and Jeremiah Brilliant with only 27. It seems like he had more than just at 27 yards. But I think they're really going to try to run this ball down this Widener defense. The problem is Widener stacking the box, so it kind of behooves Eastern to loosen it up and do the jet sweeps or get the ball outside.
Yeah, and Widener's third down production has really suffered as well. So it's the stats are what they are, what we expected. He's moving the ball around. We're running. We're passing. And we're just playing Eastern football at this point.
And also the defense, besides that first drive when Widener first got the ball and drove down the field and Eastern stuck them to that fourth down field goal, you have Jason Bateman just being a tackle machine.
Yeah.
Cole Jones, 2 tackles. Kyrie Taylor, Salif Nakeem also with 2 tackles. But just seeing that defense provide some pressure in this quarterback, I think has really changed his throwing ability downfield.
Every team in any division, anywhere in the country, always has a good drive somewhere. The first one was it. And then we figured out we got to get after the young kid. And we've done that pretty successfully.
Well, the third quarter is set to begin here on the JAKIB Sports Network. Eastern will get the football to begin the third quarter. High kick, short kick, down to the 24-yard line, fair catch for Eastern, and that's where they'll start. Sam Skell, I think is Sam Skell, number 5, out on the kick return team, calls for the fair catch, and Nab and the offense will come out. They'll have a first down and 10.
Yeah, that was not Brett Nab on that. Obviously, there's 2 number 5s out there. Brett Shell out there as a DB did the fair catch, and good field position here. They did not want to kick it back to our guy, right?
Yep.
They're not kicking it back to Rivera.
I hope they don't kick off again, but I would move them up if they do.
All right, Nab and the offense will come out first down and 10 from the 26-yard line. 21 for Eastern. Low snap. Nab handles it. He's going to keep the football. He's going to run off to the short side of the field. Not much there at all. Number 44, Lucas Shimko, who is all over the field for Widener, there to make the stop. It'll be spring up second down.
Yeah, on the stat sheet, he led for Widener with tackles in the first half. He's all over the field.
Yeah, he had 5 tackles in the first half. Number 44 has definitely been all over the field. And this is one of the times where the offense, at a minimum, they need to get a little bit of a drive, get a couple first downs. But the key thing is do not have any turnovers on your side of the 50.
Second down and 10. Now Johnson in. So Johnson, Avrilian, and Nab. Nab rolling. Fires. Got his man. That's Justin Nicolopoulos. He's down the sideline. He's going to go. He's at the 30, the 20, and they get him from behind. I don't see any flags. Justin Nicolopoulos with a big gain from Nab and looking to put an exclamation point on this afternoon's football game.
What a great ball there by Brett Nab. Obviously, the offensive line keeping that clean pocket. You can't forget that. Brett Nab rolling out where he's comfortable rolling out right? We don't roll out left with a right-handed quarterback. Sees the whole field, gets Justin Nicolopoulos down there. And I just love the blocking downfield from the other players.
He waited to see which of the two going to the sideline got more open. He hit Nicolopoulos, and the downfield receiver started blocking.
And that's a team game right there.
Second down and 10, or first down and 10, rather, on the 11-yard line. Nab, out of the gun. Fake to Johnson. Nab's going to keep it. He's upended, and he falls forward. We'll see where they mark it. Down at the 6-yard line. Now it'll be second down.
And, Coach, what do you say at halftime? We're getting the ball first. What do we want to do? Minimum, flip the field.
Yep.
Let's get a touchdown here and get this up to 28-0.
28 is going to be a difficult task.
Second down and 5. Football on the 6-yard line. Opening possession of the second half, right to left for Nab and the offense. Snap to Nab. Jeremiah Vrillian, and he's into the end zone, and he's got it. Jeremiah Vrillian with a touchdown.
He made 3 cuts.
I'm telling you, he is just a different cat. He's just a different running back. And, he's a lot like Curtis Johnson. You either have or you don't. You either know how to make those cuts or you don't. And both those guys do a really good job. Jeremiah Vrillian right there. As Coach said, made 3 cuts there. The only time he got hit was at the D in the Widener end zone.
And whatever blocks the O-line throws, he sees it and goes where they're not.
Nolik in for the extra point to make it 28. Snap, hold, kick, up. And the kick is good. It makes its way through, and it's 28 for Eastern. No score for Widener. 12:38 remaining in the third quarter. So a 2-minute and 22-second drive results in a touchdown. The big gainer nabbed to Nicolopoulos.
I like that Lock Haven math there, Krause.
Is that good math? Was I right?
I think so.
Was I right? Is that right?
I don't know. It was
That's 38, 48, 58 at 60. You saw the wheels turning and the smoke coming out.
I heard something burning over here.
I'll put it on paper at home.
But that's a subtraction, not addition. But great job by the offense getting the ball there. Obviously, the big play to Justin Nicolopoulos and then the run there by Jeremiah Vrillian. But that's exactly what you want to do for Eastern. Do not take your pedal off the metal with this team. I mean, last 2 years, Widener had their way with Eastern. It'd be nice to see Eastern just do the same thing to them today.
I know points matter, boys. Points matter.
I know we're pro-Eastern. That's our job. But I do want to say one thing about one Widener. Number 11 is that close to blocking every single one of these kicks. He's still playing at 28-0, which I respect in a player.
Nolik now for the kickoff. Line drive kickoff. And her goes down when he catches the football. And that's where you're dead on arrival as soon as the knee goes down.
Okay, this is where I get irritated. That referee is 3 yards away from him when he touched his knee down and didn't move. The guy all the way across blew the whistle. You tell me how you don't see that.
We talk about that all the time about officiating.
I'm not saying it's a bad.
No, I know. I'm just saying we always want the guy that's right there to make the call.
He was 3 yards away from him and didn't make the call.
Yep. Again, another check the box here for the Widener defense to keep that inside the 10. It'd be nice to get a 3 and out.
Number 12, the freshman quarterback, Hayden Lazinski. He's in. He's firing right away. He's misses his man. Jones was the intended receiver. It'll bring up second down. Football's on the 5.
That's a timing route, and they're just not on the same page.
And number 11, Denzel Dunbar, defensive end, getting his hands up there always helps. And then Kyrie Taylor coming in for Jamari James, playing a really good corner on this spot because they're not going against TJ Austin on the other side.
Second down and 10 from the 5-yard line, left to right for Widener. The freshman quarterback standing on the goal line. He's looking to get out. He's going to scramble. He'll clear the end zone, crosses the 5, steps out of bounds down at the 10-yard line. So Lazinski gives himself a little bit of breathing room before he's run up out of bounds. Gains 5. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
That was his best job of scrambling and getting himself out of trouble because he was in the end zone for quite a while.
Bateman was breathing down his neck and ran him out of bounds, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Salif Nakeem almost had him back there, as well as Wayne Clark. Defensive line's playing really well today.
3rd and 5 from the 10-yard line, 11:51 remaining. Lazinski now at the 5-yard line. Snap. He's back. He's looking to throw, and it's a short ball, incomplete, as it skips and bounces up to the receiver. So that'll bring up 4th down. Perry was the intended receiver, and they'll have to punt.
The other thing they say is their first offensive series, let's get them 3 and out, right? And they did that. Great job. It's going to be interesting to see if Justin can get a good punt return here. He's standing on the 50.
And a field flip here.
Yeah, at least a field flip.
Now Brandon Yoder is in the punt. Justin Nicolopoulos is back deep.
Oh, there's the flag.
Flag comes in. Football almost blocked.
And he's trying to get an Academy Award here.
Oh, boy.
That's just running into the kicker.
Yeah. And the Oscar goes to?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're trained to do that as a punter.
If it's a 5-yarder, I don't know that
I don't think they get it.
I think it comes up a yard short or half a yard if it's a 5-yarder.
5-yard step off against Eastern.
It was 6 yards to go, though.
And Widener will pick up the 1st down, courtesy of the yellow flag. They'll take it. 1st down and 10. The football now out to the 15-yard line.
And obviously that's a big break there for Widener to get the ball right back.
Number 12, Caden Lazinski, back out there. Second, well, it's still the first possession of the second half. Following the 1st down. Handoff inside.
And that's the problem with their offense. They don't have an
Turner
established
on
running
the carry.
game, and you can cover it pass all day.
Shamad Clack. Gain of 3 for Turner. 2nd down and 7. It's like a Widener player down, sitting on the turf out at the 10-yard line.
Injured player for the Pride, number 70, Justin Wilson.
And they help up. His name is Justin Wilson. He's up on his feet, and he's working his way off the sideline to the sideline. Wilson is the left tackle.
Maybe just a cramp. A lot of the linemen get bent backwards a lot of times on those short run plays.
It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I hope that punter's okay. Sorry.
I think he's still limping. Telling the ref I'm still limping.
Warming up the ambulance.
2nd down and 7 now from the 18. 11 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Let's see what Lazinski will do on a 1st down. Hands off the football.
Well, I'm shocked down 28 that you've turned to the running game, but
Turner again on the carry. Drew Beckford. Clack again, and Drew Beckford make the stop. 3rd down.
I expect a short out here.
Yep. Good try. Good job there by Drew, obviously coming up from a safety position.
Now 3rd and 4. Football on the 21-yard line. Widener going left to right. 10:18 remaining, third quarter. Lashinsky, now he's going to throw. He's taking a shot down the field.
Oh, no.
The flag
That's a terrible
comes
call.
in. Pass intended for Jones, and that is incomplete. Kyrie Taylor on the coverage. May have bumped him in the break, but
Number one, he wasn't catching
That
it.
was not a catchable one. That hit a guy two yards deep on the sideline here. So obviously Widener's getting some breaks here with the penalties. You know, that obviously that was a running in the kicker before. I didn't think that was. I thought it was 6 yards ago, but they got the first down, and then obviously this PI defense needs to stop giving self-inflicted wounds here and stop this offense.
that's 2 in a row. 2 first downs for Widener, courtesy of the yellow flag. First down and 10. Now the quarterback taking a
That
shot
should
down
be
the field.
intercepted.
That's short. Oh, and it's incomplete. The football kept sailing. It looked like it was going to come up short as Lashinsky's pass intended for Jones is incomplete.
The one change I've seen Widener make on offense is they've gotten away from going to the empty, and they're keeping that back in for a little bit of protection from our pressure.
Second down and 10 at the 10-minute mark, third quarter.
Screen.
Lashinsky standing on the gun at his own 30. Here comes pressure. Short pitch and catch. Pass
Ball's
complete.
out.
Football's out. After the catch. And Eastern comes up with it.
Nice design play by the offense and just a much
That
better play
TJ
on
Alston
defense.
with the recovery.
Recovered by number 4, Drew.
Drew
Yeah,
Beckford recovers the football.
I'm not sure who stuck that receiver, but wow, that was a good hit. Great job by Drew Beckford falling on the ball.
That's where they teach you to
And
put your helmet
yep.
on right on the
and
ball.
And Eastern's winning the turnover battle, which is huge too. But that's a big play. You don't want to give a life to this team, to Widener. Keep the crowd. The crowd's now, it's half full in here. Keep them in the tailgate area.
First down and 10 now for Eastern from the 44.
And
Eric Smith, number 31 on the carry.
it is an impressive tailgate area.
No, it's one of the best in the league.
It really is nice.
They do it right here at Widener, and I think Eastern trying to do a lot of things that Widener does. I mean, why not emulate over one of the best programs in Division III?
Absolutely.
Second down and 5. Smith on his first carry gets 5 down to the 39-yard line of Widener. Third quarter, right to left for Nab and the offense. Nab out of the gun from the 44.
Wow.
Eric Smith again on the carry. Takes a hit and keeps on going. He'll get 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Good hard run there.
Yeah, I thought he was down.
Yeah.
Him spinning out of that. I'm going to say I like the kid at quarterback for Widener. I think he's going to be just fine over the next 3 years.
Yeah, he's going to be good.
32, Braden Curry now into the lineup. Just get behind Braden Curry, and you'll get the yard. 3rd and 1 from the 35-yard line.
It's almost an old wishbone. Up to the motion.
Smith in backfield. Follows Curry through the hole. They hit him, but he's got enough, I think, for the first down.
Yeah, between Curry and Weathers and Dom Franks, that's a lot of beef coming over on that left side. And I'm not even talking about the offensive line yet.
That
Great
is
job
a terrible
there.
spot.
He's short.
All right. No,
They spot him short.
Terrible spot.
that was a terrible spot. And
So
I
it'll
like
bring up 4th down. Avrilian comes back in. 4th and less than a yard from the Widener 34-yard line.
Yeah, I have no obligation to be nice to the refs.
off the Christmas card list again.
Nab. Will he keep it? He does. Does he get it? I don't know.
I don't know.
They
either.
bottle him up. It depends on the spot.
Quarterback.
Both of them are, both line judges were two different angles coming in. They almost never measure.
Well, it looks like they're going to
That
measure.
time.
And they are going to measure. That'll be the first one we've seen all season long. We're 8 games into the season, but they will measure.
I don't think we got it.
7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Nab on a 4th and 1. Great defensive play. Cal Stoltzfus again on the stop for Widener.
I watched both line judges run in, and they were both at different ends of the field.
And to Bernie's point, that's what you want to see. You want to see the other team still playing hard. It's not 4th down. It's
Widener football.
It's Widener football.
What are they waiting on?
Yeah,
And
he made the right call now.
Yep.
I still like that call for Crocker to go for it there.
Oh, absolutely. And I finally liked that somebody measured.
Yeah. I would like to have measured the play before.
Yeah.
so a big stop for the Widener defense. That's not easy, by the way. And the offense comes back out. They'll have a 1st down and 10.
And they ate some time off the clock.
Yep.
Now the freshman quarterback is out. The junior's back in. Eli Warfel in at quarterback.
Ball's out again.
Freddie DiNardo in there on the stick caused a fumble.
Michael Turner, the ball carrier.
He is 2nd down.
Forced by number 8, Jason Bateman. Recovered by number 34, Finn Whittle for the Pride.
He's 2nd and 6. Gain of 4 for Turner on the 1st down carry.
Bringing up 2nd down and 6.
6:45 remaining. 3rd quarter. 28 for Eastern. No score for Widener. Pitching a shutout right now. 2nd down and 6. From the 39. There's Warfel on the carry. And he gets out over the 45-yard line. And he picks up the 1st down. Jaden Todd there to stop him.
It's a nice 2-play 1st down drive, but are you really going to run the ball down 28?
And as well as, you know, on the Widener side, it doesn't look like any sense of urgency right now being down 28-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Unless they're just working on scheme here.
1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Warfel in from the 41. Warfel bobbles the snap. Short fires it over in front of the Eastern bench.
Come on.
Incomplete. TJ Olson on the coverage. I mean, what is the actual call going to be
I
there?
bet he's going to say defensive receiver, but we didn't even know what that was back in our day.
That
Coach.
was
That's
a
just
good
terrible
play.
call. That's just a good football play.
It's not flag football.
That's a shame. These officials are going down fast in our estimation. What was this called?
15-yard penalty
Yeah, it's
for
a
it.
personal foul. What do you say? You hit him too hard?
I guess.
Can't hit him too hard,
Mm-mm.
Krause. Put the red penny on him.
Yeah, I was just going to say, put a penny on.
Let's make it flag football. That's enough of our. We'll get off the soapbox now.
Yeah.
But you know, you want to have the kids decide this, not the officials.
I mean, it was a good football play.
He's separating. He's trying to separate the ball from the player, from the receiver, and that's his job to do.
It's a 15-yard penalty, so Widener now has a 1st and 10 from the Eastern 39-yard line. Warfel out of the gun. Hands off the football. Short gain for Widener.
We were definitely hitting.
Yep.
The ball carrier, number 34.
I hope Eric Wilson doesn't get a penalty on that for hitting the guy too hard.
I was going to say,
Coming out from a safety position. Good job by Eric Wilson, number 6.
Their best drive is 35 yards from the ref so far.
2nd down and 8 from the 37. You're listening to Eastern Football across the JAKIB Sports Network. 5:05 remaining third quarter. Werfel again. This time he's going to keep the football. He gets to the outside. He's trying to get to the sticks, and he does get there. And he picks up the first down before he runs out of bounds. Eli Werfel with a good run. On another Widener Pride first down.
Yeah, that was just a good run.
Yeah, it just keeps running the clock, though.
Yeah.
First and 10 from the 28.
I'm not surprised why they don't keep the freshmen in there. These are good learning games, too, for freshmen to go through.
He's going to be your guy.
If he's going to be your guy, right, Coach?
So first and 10 from the Eastern 28-yard line. Werfel taking a shot.
Out of bounds.
Pass complete, but out of bounds, so incomplete. Wickel was the intended receiver out of the backfield. It'll bring up second down and 10.
That was really good coverage there by Jason Bateman, the middle linebacker, who's tackling everything. But then back in coverage, really good play by Jason Bateman. And again, as a defender, they'll all be fine if they win this game 28-7, right?
Yeah.
But it's sure nice to, keep them out of the end zone here and keep a goose egg up here for Widener.
Second down and 10 from the 28. Snap the Werfel out of the gun. He's under pressure. He escapes, and now he's on the move, and they get him, but he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
I'd mark it as
Jason Bateman again, and that'll bring up a third down.
Gashawn Moody coming off that corner. He almost got him, too. I like Gashawn playing down in that box. And I like him, providing some pressure on that quarterback. And dropping back in coverage, but good play there by the defense.
Third and 10 from the Eastern 28-yard line. Eastern has 28 up on the scoreboard. They lead 28-0. Third down and 10. Football on the 28.
This is where we've gotten pressure when they're in empty.
That's Lazinski back in there. He fires. And that pass is incomplete.
See, I'm not afraid to say it. That was interference.
Holmes was the intended receiver.
We got away with one there.
And that brings up fourth down.
Eric Wilson on the great coverage there.
It was good coverage.
Yeah, but he did because he did what usually officials will call when you turn him.
He was a little early.
He turned him a little bit, but still, you like that aggressive play from Eric Wilson.
Oh, no, he was right where he should have been.
Now fourth and 10 from the 28.
Deep in the back
Lazinski snaps with 3:10 to play. He rolls. He's firing. He's looking, but it's way up out of bounds. Jones was the intended receiver, and that falls incomplete. Beckford again down on the coverage, and that will change possession on the fourth down attempt, and Eastern will have a first down.
Great job there by Beckford in the coverage, and the best part of Beckford was not hitting the receiver. You want to hit that guy, right, Coach? Don't hit him. It was over his head. Great job by he recognized it, but that's doing your job. Is great job by the defense there, bending but not breaking.
Nab, first down carry, hands it off to Jeremiah Vrillian, who spins forward, trying to get a hard, tough 1 yard.
4 different people hit him within 1 yard.
Yeah, it's amazing.
2 yards they gave him.
Gain of 2, second down and 8. 2:42 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Widener's drive did nothing but take time off the clock for it.
And that's what Eastern needs to do now.
Second and 8 for Nav and the offense.
Go cover it.
Pass to Jeremiah is incomplete. Bring up third down. That's a hard ball to catch.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, he needs to let that develop a little bit. I think he threw it a little early.
Their spacing wasn't good.
Spacing wasn't good there.
3rd down and 8. Football on the 31-yard line.
We're pretty good on 3rd down, so.
2:21 remaining. 3rd quarter. Nab standing on his own 21. Right to left for Eastern. Snap to Nab. Here comes pressure. Nab rolls to his right. He avoids the pressure. Gets it out to Jeremiah, but it's low. Avrilian catches the football, but hits the turf immediately.
Come on, get up.
And the pass, I guess, hits the turf. It doesn't matter. He was down on the spot anyway. It'll bring up 4th and 8. And Westfield will come in to punt.
Brett's thinking he could have kept that. Or gone downfield to the other receiver that was further down.
It looked like Eddie Swinton might have been open downfield. Obviously, it's easy to see from up here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you got 11 guys chasing, it's a little different.
Now Westfield in the punt, standing on his own 16. And Westfield's punt bounces at the 21-yard line.
You called a fair catch. You can't run it. That's a penalty.
They're not going to throw it.
That's an easy rule to know. If you fair catch it, you cannot try to advance it.
Is anybody going to say anything?
Just our coach is next to us.
Weber definitely put up his hand.
I mean, he didn't go far downfield, but he still went upfield.
And maybe the rule is if it bounces on the turf, then the fair catch is off. I don't know, Coach.
No.
Yeah, these officials just it is what it is. It's only a couple yards, but you like to see him make the right call. But here comes the defense again. Only a short break. There's a 3 and out, which obviously you don't want to have happen for that offense. You would like to have them at least take it down into the 4th quarter. But the defense has been playing really well today.
2:04 remaining 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10 for the freshman, Caden Lazinski. Down by 4 scores. Out of the gun at the 15. Lazinski, he's going to fire. He's under pressure. He takes a shot down the field. He's got his man. Incomplete, but a flag comes down. Devin Ahmed was the intended receiver.
I'm not totally mad at interference. I mean, if you don't interfere him and he catches it, you're giving up a score.
Yeah, but I thought he got his head turned around. I don't think he contacted him too much, but
I actually thought it was earlier, and then the second bump, I think, is what they call.
Right.
It still just turns into a short gain for him,
right,
and not all the way down here on a completion.
15-yard penalty against Eastern puts Widener at the 35-yard line of the Eagles. 1st down and 10. 1:55 remaining. Lazinski out of the gun. He's firing. Football's up in the air. It's tapped up in the air, and Eastern has it. Kyrie Taylor out of the air, and it's an INT for Eastern. Cole Jones got his hand on it, tipped it up in the air, and Taylor comes down with it. And a big turnover again for Eastern.
Yeah, great assist there by Cole, breaking on the ball, deflecting it, and then Kyrie Taylor's having a really good game here today. Defensive back playing in there for Jamari James, but great job by the defense. Getting a penalty. The only way Widener was moving the ball was by penalties.
They're plus 50 in the last 2 drives on penalty yards.
So great job by the defense, forcing a turnover and getting a pick.
1st down and 10 for Nab now from the 36-yard line. Fakes the football to Jeremiah, keeps the football, loses a yard.
Sometimes that play, that RPO is just, you read it and somebody's there.
Yep.
And then
Nab actually loses 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 12 from the 38-yard line.
Really like to see them get it to number 15, Rivera, in space. See what he can do against these guys.
Nab from his 42. He's looking. He's taking a shot. Is that big play and he's sweating? It is, and it's incomplete. I thought he was coming down with it.
That was a great ball there by Brett, though. He put it only in a spot where Eddie Swint was going to catch it. Eddie Swint's a Marcus Hook kid, so he's he lives his area is down here. His high school is down here. Same with B.J. Knoll, a couple other Delco kids from the South area. I bet you Eddie's got a bunch of family.
He played his DB off on that by waiting to the last second to put his hands up. The DB didn't know the ball was there.
Yeah, he ran a really good route.
So 3rd and 12 from the 38. Nab out of the gun. Snap the Nab. Pressure. Flips to Jeremiah Avrillian. And Avrillian's knocked up out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
I would go for it.
I would go for it, too. Yeah, absolutely go for
it. We're out of field goal range, and his leg's too strong for punt.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, 4th and 10.
And as a coach, Widener hasn't showed me anything that's going to make up 28 points in 15 minutes.
No.
15 seconds. They have to run a play.
4th down. Nab out of the gun from the 41. Snaps the football. Fires over the middle. Passes intercepted.
I still don't have a problem with going for it.
No, absolutely.
Anthony Maselli looked up and had a football in his belly. And with 2 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, Widener will take over. They'll have a 1st down and 10 from their own 40-yard line. What happened there?
It's been a strange 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's a really strange 3rd quarter.
Nobody's really moved anywhere.
The offense is definitely – Eastern's offense has definitely been disjointed in the second half besides that first drive when they win to make this 28-0. The defense is playing really well.
Now, Lozinski on a final play of the quarter completes the pass out to the 45-yard line.
Landon Blount leveled the quarterback when he got rid of the ball. And I mean leveled him. And that was the starter was back in.
Yeah, the defensive line has been really good. I mean, they've been interchanging guys that we don't always call their number and their name. And that's obviously a good problem to have for Corey David, the defensive coordinator of Eastern, to be able to have fresh defensive linemen, especially going into that 4th quarter with a team that throws the ball a lot.
Yeah, I don't think Crocker is going to be real happy with the way that 3rd quarter went. It was both teams were seemed like they were out, played between the 30s and then fizzle out or turn the ball over. But like I said, the drives that Widener did, all they did was take time off the clock for us.
And the only reason they're moving the ball was through penalties. Is totally disjointed for Eastern, I thought, offensively. But you still, at the end of the day, I look up at the scoreboard. It's Eastern 28, Widener nothing, and that's all you really care about. This is not going to be a win-ugly game. I think they're having a good game here.
Yeah.
It's not like that Albright game that was a little uglier of a game that they ended up winning, and that's what you need to do as a young team is win some ugly games. This is not an ugly win yet, but it was just a disjointed 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
A little bit, besides that one drive that Eastern had on offense.
So 2nd down and 4, new quarterback in for Widener from the 15. From the 46, 2nd down. Bateman. Andrew Olson, number 16, now in at quarterback. He'll have a 3rd and 6.
I did see him warming up on the side, so they're into their 3rd or
Olson out of the gun. From his 44, Olson firing, pass incomplete.
good break on the ball.
Olsen's pass intended for Devin Evans.
Eric Wilson on the coverage.
Good pressure also by Freddie DiNardo in there. That's what you need to do. You need to pressure quarterback. But good, really good break on the ball by Eric Wilson.
Welcome him to the game.
Good 3 and out there for the defense to force, get the offense back out in the field and hopefully have a long sustaining drive.
Justin Nicolopoulos standing back at his 15-yard line.
Knuckler.
Knuckleball bounces at the 25. And will come to rest down at the Eastern 16-yard line, where Eastern will come out to level first down and 10.
It is good to report that he's okay.
The punter is okay. Yes. They got him out of the training tent.
Yep. Just in time.
Yep. But here's what, Coach Crocker's always looking at something for a game, right? And I'm sure he's going to have a lot of things to talk about that third quarter. But this is where the offense can push that refresh button, have a long sustaining drive, get this game into, 6-5 minutes, and try to get some points out of this drive would be huge for this offense.
1st and 10 for Eastern from their own 17. Nab on the keeper. Crosses out over the 20-yard line.
Quarterback Brett Knapp on.
When you
and
watch
it starts
him,
with that first down to get some good positive yards. Don't play behind the sticks.
when you watch him delay his run and then watch those linemen coming around, I mean, as a running back, you've got to be thrilled to see that.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5, out to the 22-yard line. 13:22 remaining, 4th quarter. 25, Curtis Johnson now in the backfield. Snap. Give. Nothing there. Johnson on the carry.
Yeah, and again, to Bernie's point, I mean, they got a lot of guys in the box, so it makes it a little tougher to run on these guys. Obviously, they've done their scouting.
And but we're also trying to run the clock and, manage it. So you're not going to throw every play.
Now 3rd and 5 from the 22. 12:43 remaining. It's been a lethargic second half so far. 12:28 remaining. Snap to Nab. He's going to keep the football. Spins and tries to break free. Still fighting. It's out to about the 26-yard line. He'll be short of the line to gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Should see John Westfield coming in.
Yeah, they're not coming out yet.
Yeah,
they're coming out.
It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, that's when you do not listen to your players or your coaches up here.
Or us.
Or us. But you punt it. This is the right call, obviously.
Westfield in the punt. Weber back to receive. Weber standing on his own 35. Westfield standing on the 11. 11:35 remaining. Westfield punt will bounce at the 45. And then come to rest at the 42-yard line. And that is where Widener will take over, 1st down and 10.
Yeah, and to Krause's point, it has been kind of a lethargic third quarter just because it just felt disjointed. I mean, there's a lot of 3 and outs.
It's
a lot of penalties.
It was a 28-0 quarter.
It's a 28-0, right? But it's still 28-0, right? And that's how if you're Eastern, you don't care how everything's going. You just got to keep looking at that scoreboard. You got to play, this 4th quarter out.
1st and 10 now. Andrew Olson back in again at quarterback from the zone 37. Pass is incomplete. TJ Alston on the coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
And really, the only mistake we made in that third quarter was the interception. I mean, the offense moved. We just didn't.
But the defense actually forced two turnovers. The officials are not calling holding anymore because both defensive ends were whipped down and held there. by the Widener offensive tackles.
Surprised we didn't get the call for a late hit.
2nd down and 10 from the 37. Olsen out of the gun. Takes the snap. Now he's going to run. And he's hitting upended. Big hit from the Eastern defense.
You know what's weird is he scrambled so far from that, and it turned out to be a 2-yard
Eric
gain.
Wilson upended Olsen.
He knocked Eric Wilson's mouthpiece out. That was just a really good, clean football play, especially when the quarterback's trying to jump over you. But good play there by the defense. Again, this defense is playing, I think, really well with having the offense getting a lot of 3 and outs. So they're not really getting a chance to sit on the bench and get the Gatorade. They keep coming out here and making plays.
3rd down and 8 from the 39-yard line. Olsen out of the gun. He's going to fire, and his pass hits his receiver right in the hands and then falls incomplete right at the line to gain, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I love the way Andrew Campbell played.
Hey, you know what? I love to see him play too. And great non-call by the official, because sometimes they'll call that. He dislodged the ball from the receiver. It could have been a touch late. I didn't think it was. Great no call. But also, Freddie DiNardo hitting the quarterback right when he's releasing the ball. The pressure that this defensive line is putting on is really it's great to see from up here in the booth.
So Brandon Yoder in the punt again from the 25. Struggles with the snap a little bit, but he's able to get it off. Nicolopoulos will avoid the football, and it will come to rest. And this game has turned into a back and forth of 3 and outs. And Eastern will take over 1st down and 10 from their 23. Is that right? 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining.
Warren, to your point on that last pass play, if he catches it, you've got to take him down. So the timing, I mean, you don't know as a defender, it's out in front of him. You take him.
You know how these officials are sometimes. They call that a defenseless receiver. We just call that
they're
a receiver.
They're all defenseless.
It's supposed to be, right?
I mean, you could say that about every play that they're defenseless. I mean, that's part of the game.
And Eastern kept their starting defense in there for that punt return, thinking that they could fake it. I think that's a great move.
Yeah, Widener's showing no sense of urgency being down 28. So just keep running your plays, get the clock done, and get out of here.
1st down carry from Smith. Gains 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Under 10, 9:38 remaining, 4th quarter.
It's a little long with the play call. Down to 4.
Nab snaps the football, gives it to Smith again. Left side, not much there for Eric. Got a couple of yards. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Do you think we're just rotating backs to give some playing time? Or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, no one's, doesn't seem like anyone's hurt.
No.
Brilliant or Johnson's hurt. They're just rotating guys in. But this is exactly what you do as an away team, right, Coach? Come down here, Widener. They don't care if it's a boring game, right? It's all about getting the W.
Yep.
And so far, it's been a 5-star game here for Eastern.
There's nothing wrong with 28 points. I mean,
3rd down and 4 from the 29. 8:45 remaining, 4th quarter.
28 points being an undefeated team last week.
Nab out of the gun. He's going to throw. He's going to fire, and he's looking for Nasik Smith. No flag, and that'll be incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down.
He's got to read that linebacker a little quicker because he flipped out under it.
I wonder if they called a deflection on that, so there's no PI in the back end there. But again, another 3 and out for this offense. When you'd really like them to have some sustaining drives and just, run this clock out, get on the buses, and get up 476 north to get back up to Radnor.
Yeah, get the ball back one more drive and take it down the field. Mix in, run, pass, get it done.
Now here's Westfield. It's punt.
Really nice.
Good punt from Westfield.
He got his foot into that one. Ball turned over.
Fair catch called down at the 24-yard line. Tyson Weber. I didn't see his hand go up that time, by the way. That's why.
I did.
Did he? He
Yeah.
did. Okay.
But it looked like he caught it like 4 yards beyond that. But
Well, he had to turn because the nose was coming over.
Yeah,
and he ran that. He ran backwards. So
again, Sean McNamara, long snapper, you always got to mention when they do a good thing, and that was a great snap. And he's always one of the first ones down there too, which
he likes the contact as well.
he likes the contact and getting down there. A great punt again by John Westfield. What a great asset to have on special teams, along with John Nolik.
So 1st and 10 for Andrew Olson. Now in at quarterback.
No one moved.
Yeah,
Now we jumped.
Our left
No, but
end.
he didn't. But they didn't move. It only is a penalty if Widener moves. You
So
can go
saying
back.
Yeah, he came across. Yeah, on the Rolodex, I can't tell what quarterback's in.
Tough with these number 2 for Krause.
1st down and 10 from the 30. Olson out of the gun. Empty backfield from the 25. He's looking. He fires. That pass is intercepted.
That might be a touchdown.
That pass is picked off down the sideline and run up out of bounds. Sam Skill got it, and he knocked out of bounds.
Well, they missed both tackles again. Both of our ends getting tackled.
So that wasn't me thinking that,
No,
right?
no,
Yeah.
I purposely watched it that
Right.
time.
Still
Great read on the ball.
I thought for a moment Sam was going to make it to the end zone.
And so the coaches next to us. But I'll tell you, great job by the defense there. Getting only 3 plays every time. 3 plays, get some Gatorade, then come back out here. Big flip the field, obviously. Get the offense in great field position here, and just let's.
I think maybe up here the 3 of us get spoiled and think that we're just going to go down the field every time and score. Sometimes there are 3 and outs, but our defense.
And you know what? And to your point, you said it before. Widener's still playing.
Yeah.
These guys on defense are still playing, and they're making plays.
All right, Nab fakes to Naseek Smith, who came across in that jet sweep. Instead, keeps the football straight ahead. Nothing there for Nab. 2nd down. 8 minutes remaining. Another turnover by Widener has Eastern in a 2nd down and goal from the 11.
They're going to run the clock as much as they can all the way down the play clock.
And you know what? It seems like we've been here a while. This game's going really fast. I mean, it's just a little bit after 3 o'clock.
2nd down and 10. Avrilian in there. Nab. Snap. Gives the football to Jeremiah Avrilian, and Avrilian is hit back in the backfield. And he'll lose more yardage.
It's a good defensive play.
Yeah, again, when you're a coach at Widener or coach anywhere, when you're losing 28-0 with 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, you look for the guys that are still playing for you, and it's a testament to this Widener program that these guys are still trying to make plays.
Easton's going backwards. 3rd and goal from now the 16. 6:55 remaining.
He's got time.
3rd and goal from the 16. Nab standing at the 21 of Widener. He takes a shot. He's got Naseek. Naseek cuts back at the 5 and then stretches out down to the 2-yard line.
That's who was open. That was a smart pass.
That was a great play there. Great going through his progressions, and he had the time with his offensive line. Went through his progressions, gets Naseek Smith coming across the middle. Naseek's got those yards after the catch too. Gets it down to the 2-yard line.
Were you ever involved? Were you
What
ever
are you doing?
involved?
What are you doing? You're going for it
Yeah,
here? Why
I'm
not?
going for it.
Yeah, you're not
Absolutely
kicking the
go
field
for it.
goal.
No, you go for it. Have you ever been involved in a blowout where you're the team getting blown out when you play?
Unfortunately, yes.
We played Millersville my junior year and got beat 55-6. We left 8 punts either get blocked or muffed. I still remember playing to the very last play of the game. I didn't care how bad the score was.
That's as football players or any athlete, that's what you're supposed to do until the clock runs out, right?
Needless to
And
say,
Widener is, and you give him credit because I'm giving a lot of credit though to Eastern. Getting on the buses, coming down here.
The timeout on the field, by the way, boys. Eastern took a timeout, so 5:42 remaining. 4th and goal from the 2. It's 28 for the Eagles, 0 for Widener.
I mean, we are talking about the conference leaders at this point. They're up 28-0. They've gotten turnovers. They've moved the ball. I mean, there's some. Like I said, I think we get spoiled and think every drive is going to be perfect. They're going to sputter here and there. I mean, this could be 35.
Yeah, right. And again, Widener's had a pretty good game plan on defense on stopping the run.
If you remember, the box, we ran a nifty double or a nifty reverse down here a couple games ago.
All right, here we go. 4th and goal. Nab gives the football to guess who? Jeremiah Brilliant, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern.
Made it look easy.
That was great execution by the offense. I'll give a little shout out to Colin Scott and Nate Hinkle on the play call, but that was all the offensive line, and that was all execution. That was not the call.
They kept the 5 down linemen all inside, and he breaks it outside to make it an easy score.
They're going to put that on film and say, this is how you run this play. That's just a really well-executed play by the offense.
Now John Nolick in for the extra point following the Avrilian touchdown. Nab will hold, snap, kick, up, and the kick is good. So with 5:36 remaining, we'll take a break. Eastern, 35. Widener, nothing. Back in a moment.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366.
And back here on the campus of Widener University, following the Eastern touchdown, John Nolick will pooch the kickoff. And it was almost recovered. Almost recovered by Eastern. I think as they surprised Widener, Kyrie Taylor almost got it.
I think that's thinking ahead 2 to 3 games from now when you might need something different. Little pooch kick that could turn a playoff game into a win. Oh my God! I said the playoff word.
Right. And I don't think that was like an onside kick of trying to get the ball back. I think it's trying to.
It was an intentional pooch.
Intentional pooch.
Well, if it's an intentional pooch, you're trying to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Right.
He's offside.
Yeah, he's offsides. They didn't call it.
That's all right.
First down and 10 now for Widener. Olsen still in it, quarterback. The third quarterback today for Widener. 5:22 remaining.
So if we get the ball back here with 2 or 3 minutes left, do you get Brett out? Or
I would at 35-0. Well, that's defense is been playing really well. Force some turnovers. Need to try to get a 3 and out here, get the ball back.
Gain of 5, second down and 5.
That came out fast. So either someone
flag
moved
down.
Or offsides.
And our guy was offsides again.
Campbell Williams on the carry had a first down, but a flag came out.
That's the second. I mean,
Usually the official will tell them
you got away with it the first.
you got away with it the first time. Yep.
Penalty is against Eastern.
If you're counting, it's like plus 65 this half.
First down and 10 out to their own 49-yard line. Good run from the running back, Williams. Now, here comes Williams again. Crosses midfield. Gets over the 45-yard line down to the Eastern 43-yard line.
And it's great to see Eastern's definitely got a lot of different numbers in there of guys that are going to get some varsity action today. And for them to be able to say, hey, I played at Widener in the Widener game. Again, this program we talked about in the two-time national Division III champion. This program's been around a long time.
And it'll be here a long time, and we'll always get better.
Now, second down and 3. Olsen loads, fires down the field, has a receiver, but incomplete. Good coverage that down there. Looked like number 22 it was, James Spencer on the coverage. Way to go, James. And it's 4:05 remaining now.
Yeah, we've got backups playing. They're going with their starters. And my guess is Widener at this point is thinking, all right, let's just run our offense and get reps.
That's what you have to do. Great play there by James Spencer. Love to see that next man up make a really good play there.
Now 3rd and 3 for Olsen.
Oop, mix up
on the handoff to Williams. Olsen ends up keeping the football. He's short of the line to gain.
Tackled by number 91, Nardo Murphy.
Good play there by Nardo.
4th down and 2.
4th and 2 for Widener. That was not what they expected to run. Busted play.
And, on defense, these 11 guys that are out there, a lot of these guys are getting their first varsity action. Who's going to make a play? Because you start making plays now, you'll be playing next week against FDU.
They're excited.
4th and 2. Next week, by the way, we're back at Radnor Road for that game against FDU. Olsen now gives it to Williams. Williams to the outside. He's got the first down as he crosses over the Eastern 40-yard line and moves the sticks.
They're really just doing us a favor and running the clock down.
Yeah, that was a good run. And to the PA announcer, you're right. That was a rumble and run.
And it's nice to see we've got other kids in there playing that get to play these last 3 minutes because they are running the ball and running the clock off.
Yep.
First down and 10 down to the Eastern 39. We're under 3 minutes, 2:43 remaining. Olsen out of the gun. Gives it to Williams again. And Campbell Williams tries to go right side.
I don't have
Gets a yard.
I don't have a size sheet up here, but he looks like a big kid at running back. So he may be a young one that you're getting some reps for here. He looks like a big kid.
And, to the point of these two schools, I mean, it's probably the closest school they play. We talked about it before. We need to either have the Delco Cup, this game called the Delco Cup, or the I-476 Cup or something.
The Krause Cup.
The Krause Cup, Krause Coach Cup.
I'll hang my name up there. I'm good with that. So
Krause
down
Cup.
to the – are we get a timeout there?
Before the 2-minute warning?
That's it. I guess they're saving a timeout.
So 2:03 up on the clock. It's 35-0 Eastern. And there we go. Now they wind the clock down to the 2-minute timeout. It's our final opportunity to take a break here on this afternoon's broadcast. And we'll pause 60 seconds. You're listening to Eastern University football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900. making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
Number 18, Jamar Irvin.
And back here live on the campus of Widener University, under 2 minutes now. 1:54 remaining out of the 2-minute timeout. Olsen's pass was incomplete. So 3rd and 9. Football remains on the 38-yard line of Eastern. Olsen standing on his 43. Gives the football off. Again, Campbell Williams on the carry. It'll bring up 4th down. They bring them down at the 35.
So now all these guys, that are playing now, these 11 guys that are out there, they're going to be sore for the first time on a Sunday, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But also, you definitely want to keep that goose egg up there for your guys, right? I mean, it's a big thing to have a shutout, especially against Widener.
So 4th and 6, 1:18 remaining. Olsen takes a shot over the middle, passes incomplete.
Good defensive play. It's a good
No flag. James Spencer again. Good coverage by James.
It was a good offensive call setup-wise, and it was a very good defensive play.
Well, you know what? And that's what you want to see. James Spencer, he's made 2 really good defensive plays back there at the cornerback position. And that's what you want to see. Great technique on that, right, Coach? Coming through the receiver, knocking the ball down. Good job by that second-team defense of keeping them out of the end zone.
So Nab and the offense will come out. They'll have a 1st and 10.
Are we going to take a knee here, and Widener's going to let it
They
stop?
need to take a knee.
From the 35.
All right, we're in victory.
Because if you don't, that's just giving fuel for next year. Why do that?
Well, and if Widener calls a timeout after this play, then I run a play.
Yeah.
Victory formation for Eastern.
Brett needs to move up. He keeps taking those negative yards there. We got to get him to 1,000, right, Coach? These victory formations, though, he'll take that every time.
Eastern's going to leave with a shutout today. Their first win/shutout in their young history.
And they do it against Widener.
And their first win over Widener.
At Widener.
I
mean, talk about check. Oh,
high snap. Nab has to go back to get it. Did Nab get it? He did.
That was bad. No one was paying attention.
Yeah, I think he snapped it when no one was ready.
So
Justin's
down.
all the way back there as a protector. He didn't see it.
They do not have to snap the football.
No, the only thing to me, it was a very business-like work day.
Hey, you know what, Coach? Exactly. It was we got on the buses, came down, took care of business, and that's all that matters.
Good series,
great win for Eastern.
Good series, bad series, great plays, so plays, a shutout on the road, atop the MAC. It's a business day. You did your job.
A great business day for Eastern. Congratulations to Eastern football.
Well, your final score this afternoon. Thanks for listening, everyone, across the JAKIB Sports Network. Your final score this afternoon, the Eastern Eagles, 35. Widener, nothing. And that's the way this game comes to a close this afternoon. Coach B, I'll come to you first, and then Warren, I'll come to you for final thoughts before we sign off on another victory Saturday for this football team.
I kind of think that Eastern's destiny is in their own hands here. They've got 2 games remaining.
Good way to say it.
Go out and do your job. If you end up 9-1, you're in a tournament. To me, it's in your hands. Go out and play 2 more weeks.
We got a 7-1 Eastern football team in Team 3. It's amazing to see the development of this team in Team 3. And to Coach Bernie Nowatarski's point, it's absolutely correct to say they took care of business away. Widener did not want to get shut out here 35-0, right? They came out here, they were moving the ball, but then Eastern instilled their will. Just really hats off to Eastern and how they played this game, because everything didn't go their way, but they still have their first shutout. And against Widener at Widener, just hats off to Coach Billy Crocker and the whole staff here.
Well, we'll see you right back here next week across the JAKIB Sports Network. Eastern returns home back to Radnor Road. Is that a noon kick next Saturday? I think it is. FDU comes to town for what will be the final regular season home game of the year. And then they go on the road to play Stevenson after that. 7-1, your Eastern Eagles with a 35-0 victory this afternoon over Widener. Special thanks to Curtis Johnson Sr. For coming up in the box today, being part of a special broadcast for us to be here and for the Johnson family to gather. Really, really good stuff.
It says 1 p.m.
Is that a 1 p.m.
It says
kick?
1 on the schedule.
Is that the Eastern schedule?
Yeah.
All right, well, if it's the Eastern schedule, then I stand corrected. Listen, I thought we were going into a bye week on the coach's show 2 weeks ago. So I'm all discombobulated.
Yeah, Krause came up from Cape May this morning. He thought he was really on a bye week. What a great game today. And I love how, last week, after that Kings game, wow, the emotions were just bubbling over from this team. Today, look at them. They're a little more reserved, and they won 35-0 at Widener. And to Coach Bernie Nowatarski's point, it's a business trip.
Yeah.
It's a business win. Let's just, we're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to get an extra hour of sleep tonight because they're moving the clocks back. But let's get ready for FDU next week.
All right. Good stuff. On behalf of the entire broadcast crew, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Eastern Eagles football across the JAKIB Sports Network. We appreciate everyone so much who has been with us for the entire season. As the season rolls on, Eastern 35, Widener 0. Your Eastern Eagles are 7-1. See you next time, everyone.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.